let's get Instagram going as well. Okay, guys, just bear with me. I'm just getting Instagram. We're gonna go live on Instagram as well simultaneously at the same time. That's what's going on today. So we're gonna go live on Instagram. Let's see. Okay. Yes, guys, we're gonna be talking baby mamas today. Okay, let me go live on Insta. Okay. Okay. Oh. Let's do this. Bless up. Yo, cool, bro. No worries. What? What? I'm banned. Raw. I'm banned on. Okay. Guys, I just discovered that I'm banned again on Instagram. They keep. Let me go on the MANDEMS VOICE. They keep. I don't know what's going on. They keep. What? What did I say? Every time I try to stream on Instagram, they just forget Instagram because they just keep banning me every single time. All they do is ban me and ban me and ban me and ban me. And ban me. So I want to go live on the MANDEMS VOICE because they have banned me on My Name Is China. Like, I don't even know what I've said, but they always getting in their feelings. I don't know what I've said, but they banned me. So I'm gonna go live on the MANDEMS VOICE, and then I'm gonna go. So here, let's go, guys. My name is China, and I'm the MANDEMS VOICE. And yeah, shout out to everyone that's following the content. This is the first time that you're seeing me. Then please make sure you hit the like button. You gotta hit the like button, man. You gotta hit the like button, and of course you subscribe. I take it that everyone else is subscribed already, but that's what we want to be seeing. That's what we want to be seeing. Okay, so wait, what do I want to do? Doug, how do I make you moderator? I wanted to make you moderator. Are you moderator already? How do I do that? Yeah, big up Silent Business, man. I see you, bro. Come on, thanks for coming through. Thanks for passing through. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Instagram. So guys, what we're doing is we're streaming on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. It's the link in bio. YouTube, and because we're doing 2 streams at the same time. So guys, I'm gonna give opportunity for people to also jump onto the live and to discuss, because I'm only talking about baby mamas. There's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be speaking about, but I want to be talking about some of the content that you've seen from me, and I'm gonna give people opportunity to speak on it and to throw any questions towards me, and we're gonna speak about a few things. So and this is the types of things that I'm gonna be doing from now on. So yeah, let me know if you're feeling it. Let me quickly just go down your comments. Yes, big up Ken for Julian. I see you, bro. I see you. So yeah, baby mamas, man. Let's discuss it, guys. You've seen a lot of my content, and I never thought when this whole thing of being a baby mama or single mother, I didn't know it was gonna cause as much not even well, yes, controversy, but I didn't think it ruffled as many feathers as it was. The first time I said it, like I just took it. Okay. So first of all, what is a baby mama? Yeah. So anyone that is not married, yeah, if you're not married and you have a baby, you're a baby mama. That's the play. That's pretty much simple. It's pretty much simple. It's quite simple. If you have a baby out of wedlock, yeah, that makes you a baby mama. Like I broke it down in different ways, but that is just makes it so much more simple. Yo, shout out to my brother Moss. I see you there. I see you. I see you. Yo, Moss, they got me banned on My Name Is China. This is what I'm saying. They always do that. They got me banned over there, so I can't stream. So stream on the Mandem's Voice anyway, but they got me banned on My Name Is China again because I be spitting the truth. So yeah. So essentially, this is what I said, right? So if you have a baby out of wedlock from a boyfriend, a long-term situationship, a one-night stand, and you have a baby, that makes you into a baby mama, right? If you are married, yeah, then you get divorced or you're widowed and you have children, that makes you into a single mother. Now, there seems to be, and here's where the problem lies, right? So women outside that have had babies out of wedlock, they're like, no, 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 no. I'm a single mother. I'm a single mother. I'm not a baby mama. And they get more concerned with the wording, rather than the fact that, in actual fact, both people are placing your child at statistical disadvantage by removing the father from the home. When you remove the father from the home, you place your child at every statistical disadvantage. Your child is more likely to end up to end up in jail. Your child is more likely to end up dead, actually. Your child is more likely to end up suffering suicide. Your child is more likely to end up pregnant. Your child is going to suffer. And the stats are there. People don't like it, but the stats are there, right? So essentially the stats are there. So that's what I'm more focused with. But people are more focused with the wording because they don't like the wording, because there seems to be some negative connotation with baby mama. But the thing is, and the thing is here is I don't. They're more focused on the word, but I'm focused on the outcome. Like, I don't say baby mama in a negative way. I just say that's what it is. Do you get me? And you know what it is? I grew up in a time, I don't know, like, I'm not too old, but I grew up in a time when, like, if they called you, do you know what they call someone that has a baby out of wedlock traditionally? And those children. I didn't make up the English language. They don't like it. It's called a bastard. Yes, it's called a bastard. Yes. But I didn't make that word up, right? That's how I grew up. I went to Roman Catholic school, right? I remember people scrapping in school. Oh, you might call man a bastard. I remember people scrapping in school over that. So like, and what would they call a woman that had a baby out of wedlock? Man, they will call her, you know what I mean? It's not me. This is not me. This is how I grew up, and this is how the generation before us grew up. And they're trying to now, all of a sudden now, there's a lot of things that they keep trying to rewrite, and you got to be quite careful, because they're telling they're telling the kid he can be a bicycle or giraffe if he wants to be a giraffe. You can't. No, you have to tell those kids they can't be bicycles and giraffes. So wording is very important, and the changing of wording and what it is to fit times. We got to be careful, and I think everyone knows what I'm saying when I say that. Fed up going through single settings and being surrounded by single baby mamas that have been single for like a week. Don't play another man's save game. Shout out to Doug. No baby mamas ever. Don't date them. Yeah, like this is listen to the men. Listen to the men. Listen to the men. Listen to the men speaking that are saying, oh, that's coming from Insta. They saying, oh, we don't want to date baby mamas. Like, we avoid them. You know. So okay. So women don't like that. They want to be known as single mothers. They want to be proud. But what are you proud of? What are you really proud of? What are you proud of? Are you proud? Like, there used to be a time where women had decorum. They had a sense of pride, a real pride. But I don't understand what people are proud of. And you know what it was? And before, right, there's always been, single mothers throughout history, right? And there have been men that are like stepfathers, traditionally men that stepped up. That's where it comes from, the men that will step up. But in those days, they were rated, they were respected. It was like, if a man, it was literally like, this guy's coming to fix up the mess. Like, she would worship worship the ground he walked on. But now when women come out with their kids because society and their friends have lied to them, they lead out here like it's a badge of honor. And I've said it before, it's not a badge of honor. It's a very big disrespect to come outside with another man's child and then to expect another man to be like, you know what I mean? It's huge disrespect. And when you come outside, you need to be humble because you're not the same as a woman without kids. You are not the same with a woman. I'm sorry, you are not. And you can't let society gas you up and make you think, oh, you know what, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. It matters a lot. And the types of men that say it doesn't matter, you know what? Part of the problem is men and simps. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm really tired of men and simps because you make my job very hard, extremely hard. Because part of the pushback is that women have been lied to by so many men. Yeah. And the reason that men lie is because they want what's in between your legs. And they get it every single time due to the lies. Because women love lies and cheaters. I know you women saying that you don't love lies and cheaters, but women love lies and cheaters. You have to love lies and cheaters. The reason why you have to love lies and cheaters is because whenever you meet a woman, most women, right, they'll speak about, oh, you know what? Oh, I have a mistrust for men, or I got trauma, or my ex, he lied, or he cheated, or men cheat. Or if a woman says all men lie and cheat, then that says to me she loves lies and cheaters. Because why do you keep picking men that lie and cheat? All men don't lie and cheat, just like all women don't lie and cheat. Women do lie and cheat pretty much in the same amount of much that men do, but not all women lie and cheat. And if you pick one, that means you pick a woman that likes to lie and cheat. So there needs to be some accountability in the people that we pick and the people we choose to lay down with. And this is the problem. We live in a world where they've told you that you can, listen, part of being an adult is that you have the choice, the freedom to do whatever you want, law abidingly, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. And the freedom of choice isn't this thing. I don't know how many of you people are religious here, believe in the Bible, why have you not? But that's the thing. God gave us, and that's the thing. God gave us a consciousness, right? About all other, animals or creatures on the planet. God allowed us consciousness, and that was that thing where you can do whatever you want. You can say yes or you can say no. And it is that freedom of choice, especially as an adult, that people, they love, but at the same time, it holds them. You have to be accountable by your choices that you make. So I'm saying to you, especially when it comes to producing life, and I think we need to hold people to a higher standard. And because I do, people don't like that because they want to be like, oh, it was a mistake. Man, I feel sorry. There's a lot of kids that are just growing up to. How do you feel growing up knowing it was a mistake? It's mad to me. Like, how do you, my dad didn't want me. Like, so I'm saying, because I'm not gonna say most, but I don't have the statistics for it. But how many people, well, we've got the statistics for all the women that abort their babies, and that's crazy. Well, that's a whole nother topic. We'll get into that another time. Yeah, shout out to Superfly TV. I see you. Wait, hold on. Let me do some of these things, man. Big up these people. Shout out to Superfly. Guys, like, if you're on the Insta, guys, make sure you hit the link in the bio, because that takes you to the YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube yet, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. We're trying to get the numbers up. The subscribers are going up, the views are going up. I just dropped episode 5 of the MANDEMS Voice, and it's actually called Who Wants to Marry You. It's a really good show. It's a really good episode, and we just dropped it today. So the link's in the bio. Just go and check it out. Men get held accountable for things we do every day. Yeah, shout out to the boy Nice25. Yeah, bro. Men, like, we can't go through life not being accountable as men. That's one of the things that we have to be accountable. Let me read some. David Scottish says that men have a responsibility of picking the right woman. Women have the responsibility, the right man. Only thing is they keep picking the wrong man and it backfires when they hit 30. Yeah, definitely they start going nuts around that time. Shout out to my boy Doug. I had a toxic ex, is what they say. Accountability is like anchovies in a pizza for women. Yeah, like, trauma is a myth unless it's a deep mental trauma, like from war. Yeah, like, look, I'm not, but a lot of the trauma is self-inflicted. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, how many times before? Okay, if I give you one mistake, you had one toxic ex, right? And let's say that doesn't produce a child. So you had one toxic ex when you was younger. He was a bad boy. He got in trouble with the law, or he was abusive, whatever. I'll give you one. 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 Like, I'll give you one of those. But apart from that, it's like, at some point you need to accept accountability for what you've done. You know what I'm trying to say to you? At some point. So I'll give you one. We can all have one. But after the one, then it's like, you can't keep picking bad men and then keep blaming men. At some point you like it. And then if you do that throughout your whole 20s and allows you to come to your 30s now, and you get more trauma, you get an induced higher body count, and then for some of you, you have children. Now you're going to be in a predicament where a lot of these women find themselves, and they're on platforms with me trying to get mad about me because of their choices. Like, you have to understand, if I've exercised sexual discipline, and I haven't, and I'm a big man, you know what I mean, in his 30s. So I'm saying to you, and I haven't got any children, and I'm out here, then you don't get to come out here and tell me, oh, you know what? Oh, I made a mistake. No, you can, but I don't have to accept it. And I don't have to accept people saying, oh, just because you're older, you need to accept. No, like, I don't have to, actually. No, I don't have to accept a woman that's got someone else's children. Why would I? I don't have to. And this is what I want men to know. Society has lied to you. Like, man, life gets better as you get older. Like, and I think the problem is because when we look at people, man, I don't know who people are looking at, but where I come from, all the man them look good. Say, like, pause. Like, I don't know. Like, we have our hairline, we look good, man. We're doing well over here. Like, I don't really know about what's going on over there. So I'm saying. So I think there's too much. They put too much presence on that, you know. But I always say, like, women can win. I've never said that you can't be. So let me just put this out there. I've never said that women can't get out there and get remarried. That's crazy to me. Like, of course, there's some women that get married, they get divorced and then get married. Shout out to Laura, the hair and makeup girl off my show. She had both parents got married 3 times each. 3 times each. They got it wrong 3 times each and then got married 3 times each. No, wait, and they both married again now. So that's because her mother is marriage-minded and so's her father. Like, you know what I'm trying to say to you? So it doesn't matter that she might have been divorced 3 times, but she still found another guy to... Imagine being divorced 2 times and finding another guy to still marry you. Like, what does that say about you as a woman? Definitely you have some qualities. You might make some bad choices as men, or, you know, you pick badly or whatever, but you do have the quality men want to marry you, because men don't just... If you've been divorced, if you've been divorced twice, why would men marry you? I wouldn't, personally. But she man saying she got that fire coochie. Nah, bro, fire coochie can't make you. Fire coochie can't make you marry a woman that's been divorced twice. I don't care. Actually, wait, hold on a second. J-Lo, 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 J-Lo. She's back with Ben Affleck. Man married it again. That one's crazy. She got that boomerang coochie. But J-Lo's thing is different still. J-Lo, listen, some of you women, you are not J-Lo. Please don't. No. Let me not even use J-Lo. Let's not use J-Lo, because J-Lo, these women are going to start using J-Lo, saying China said, oh, J-Lo, but they're not J-Lo. No, you are not J-Lo. You ain't going to get Ben Affleck. Hey, you are not J-Lo. You are not J-Lo. I Weezy. Yo, you are not J-Lo. Shout out to my guy, Guys, if you just jumped in the chat, I take it. Make sure everyone subscribe to my channel, man. Subscribes to my channel. Like, what are you saying? Bro, I never got no super chats yet. Who's going to be my first super chat? You know what super chat is? That's when you send me some money on YouTube. Yeah, that's when you press the button and you hit the super chat. Hit the cash app. Hit it all. Hit the super chat. Hit the cash app. Hit it all. Hit it all. Wait. What we there? Hey, Doug. What we there? She's a 9. Yeah, man. Let's go. I Weezy, oh my god, I just bust a little stream. They blocked me on my name is China, so I can't go live. They're trying to block the truth, so I'm streaming on YouTube. I take it everyone in here is subscribed to my YouTube. If you haven't done, let me just it's the link in the bio, man. But let me pin it. Like, get me, let me pin it. Like it's there. Go subscribe, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where the full live's gonna be afterwards. Guys, feel free to jump on live if you want to jump on live. Just send a request. And you know what I gotta do, yeah? What I should have done is I got an idea. Alright, cool. Why did they block me? They blocked me because your boy be speaking the truth. This is what I'm saying. When you speak the truth, they block me. They told me I'm blocked for like 16 more days. Bro, I've been blocked for like 4 months. I don't know. Every time I'm blocked, I don't know. Like, I need to stop. I'm just always blocked. Like, I'm always blocked. I don't even know what I do. They just keep blocking me, man. Anyway, hey, Will and Jada, hey, Will and Jada, hey, free Will Smith, man. They need to free Will Smith. I don't know what's going on, man. They need to free Will Smith. Guys, let's talk about Will and Jada. Like, I think, like, you see the movie Get Out? That was based on Will Smith's life. The movie Get Out, that was based, you know why that was based on Will Smith's life? Because he's in a sunken place. He's in a place that I don't know. Do you remember back in the day? I don't know. Like they used to be like, I want that Will and Jada love. That Will and Jada. That used to be a thing. That used to be a saying. I want that Will and Jada love. That used to be a real saying. I'm not lying to you. Go check it out. That's a real saying. I want that Will and Jada love. Do you know what? But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the entanglement. Let's talk about. There's been so many violations, yeah. But let's talk about from the entanglement. Okay, so first of all, Will Smith, when it comes down to black men and pinnacles of the community and what it is to be, mate, you don't get much better than Will Smith. The Fresh Prince, like everyone loves Will Smith. Will Smith, I think he can end racism by himself. Will Smith can walk into anywhere. And he can go into a redneck village where the KKK will sit and they would let him marry their daughter. They would give away their daughter to Will Smith. Will Smith is one of those black guys that everybody loves, you know what I mean? And because of the Fresh Prince and the fact that everyone sees him, every single, because we feel like Will Smith is like we've grown up with Will Smith. We love Will Smith. Bad Boys, we love Will Smith, man. Boom, Shake the Room, everything. We love Will Smith. You know what I mean? So I'm saying. Men in Black, like his discography is crazy. So we have a love affection with Will Smith. Jada Pinkett as well, like in the black community in America, even in the UK, like she was someone that, like she in the 90s, she was one of the hottest black women in the world. Like, so I'm saying to you. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. So first of all, the entanglement scenario when we found out that she was dating and sleeping with August Alsina, which was Jaden Smith, her son's friend, and it was a weird scenario because he came into the family because he was suffering health conditions. Remember, he suffered that that brain, whatever happened on stage when he had that fit on stage, and he left music for a long time. So he got taken into the family. Cool. They started stepping out at award shows. It looked a bit weird, but nothing whatever in it. So August started spilling the tea. I think was it during the pandemic or prior to that. He started spilling the tea about, Jada and, about his relationship. And I was like, right, is he capping? But they weren't really pushing back for it. Then obviously it's come out that she was obviously sleeping with him and it was okay by Will. And he released the whole song. and then obviously she went on and then she had Will on the Red Table Talks. And everyone remembers that famous thing when she was like, it was entanglement. She made a whole new word. That word didn't exist. Go check out in Collins Dictionary. They're gonna put entanglement in there. Big up Jada. Jada Pinkett Smith. And we also Will's Face Broken. A Man That Broke, right? Cool. Now, Jada has an infatuation with Tupac. She seemed to have something when they were younger. To be fair, nobody really knew about this. No one knew. But Jada decided to put this information on the world. She's continuously put this information on the world. So it's become a thing where he's been chasing a ghost. Now, to the point of where he even had Willow Smith, his daughter, writing letters to Tupac, who is dead, saying that I wish you like you was my father. Like, are you taking this in? Willow Smith, his daughter, was writing letters to a dead man, Tupac, who was not her father, who was just his mother's thing when she was in her teens, wishing that she was his father, her father. So he has to go through that. Okay, cool. So the embarrassments continue. People, but you know, they have a weird relationship that people are saying that in Hollywood. They have a weird relationship where people are saying in Hollywood that you know, they allow each other to sleep over. I don't know. It's very extremely weird, extremely very weird. But that's what seems to be the thing now. So now the cracks begin to show, and people start speaking about Will and Jada. They're like, oh yeah, this is weird, right? Okay, cool. So everyone remembers the Oscars. The Oscars being hosted by Chris Rock. And, you know, Chris Rock, you know, everyone knows Chris Rock. You know, he's a comedian. He pokes fun at everybody. Like, he does that old school raw comedy that... He does the comedy that... It's like, when you hire Chris Rock, you know what you're getting. When you hire Chris Rock, it's like... I'm sure somewhere in his contract, they just got to... It's got to be wavered. He cannot be controlled, you know? Like, it has to be, because that's the comedy that he brings. So they hired Chris Rock. So Chris Rock started firing jokes at everybody. So they started firing jokes at Jada. And firing jokes that are, you know, at her, G.I. Jane jokes. And then, you know, Jada was laughing. Jada was laughing, Will was laughing. Then all of a sudden, Jada changed, her face changed. And when her face changed, she looked at Will. It was kind of like, yo, you're going to let this talk to me like that? So then Will, this is the Oscars, Will gets up now. Big Will gets up. Man walks. And it's Will Smith, so he's walking up. And he's like, whoa, oh no, Will Smith's coming. He's kind of thinking what's he going to do. And Will Smith goes up to my man and just goes, pow, slaps him clean. Slaps him clean. And you got to remember, Will Smith was Ali. Will Smith was Muhammad Ali in the movie. I can't lie, the way he slapped him, if he just, that hook would have been just swift. And he slaps him and walks back in. And his exact word was like, wow, I got slapped by Will Smith. He was like, and it was kind of like, and obviously the whole world's stunned and looking at this, and it's like, Will Smith smacked my man. And then he created a conversation. Once again, the women were like, protect women, especially black women. Were like, protect our black women. That's what I want, guys. We're gonna talk. There's so many bits to unravel here. They were like, oh, protect black women. That's what a real man does. He was disrespecting her hair because she got alopecia, and it was this on her hair. And so, you know, Will Smith stood on business and he backed his wife, and that's what a real man needs to do. And yeah, I mean, you can't have a man dissing your wife. Yeah, 100%. 100%. No man can't be dissing your wife, right? But Chris Rock is a comedian, right? And he pokes fun at every single person in there. And this is that thing about comedy and about... See me, I'm not one of those people that gets in their feelings. Like, I don't know if you people know about Little Britain and comedy like that. That used to be amazing comedy. They used to take the out of everybody. Everybody. But now everyone's in their feelings now, and everything's like, oh, you can't say that. That's racist, or that's... Listen, when I watch comedy, I want comedy. I don't want political correctness. I don't. And if I do, I'm not going to go to a comedian that's going to make me feel a type of way. I just won't go to that show. Like, I'm not going to say to the guy he can't have his brand of comedy. A man says, bro, that slap was planned. You don't let a man get into your space without putting your hands up. Look, I think we're gonna talk about whether or not that slap was planned or not later on, innit? Like, I think I looked at it a few different angles. It does look very Hollywood. The slap looks very Hollywood. I can't lie. It looks very Hollywood. They were better off doing the AI. They were better off doing the AI. Do you know why they were better off doing the AI? The reason they were better off doing the AI is because it's probably more believable. But Will Smith is an excellent actor. What do you mean? He's a great actor. He's an excellent actor. So okay, so where are we now? So Jada's got a new book coming out, or it's just come out. So she's been on a promo press run, and she's been releasing segments from the book. And it feels like each segment from the book is just like another stab at Will, right? But anyway, before we get to that, let me get back to the slap. So obviously Will's done the slap. Now it's gone viral. You know, he's been condemned by everybody. They're saying he's going to lose this brand. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. So then Will Smith then releases a video. You know, Will Smith being very emotional to the camera, basically apologizing, saying to Chris, you know, when I understand that you probably don't want to speak to me at this moment, but the door's open. I want to reach out. I'm sorry and disrespect and the rest of it, right? But it basically was just Will Smith going on his promo press run. It essentially was just Will Smith going on his promo press run, trying to save face. And it wasn't. I'll be real, yeah. This is what it comes down to, yeah. Chris Rock has kids, isn't it? Like, he's got kids, right? And Will Smith, the slap represented Will Smith's pain inside. The pain inside of allowing your wife to get her back blown out by younger men like August Alsina. It's the pain inside of never being able to live up to the ghost of Tupac Shakur. It is, it is the pain inside of being one of the most successful black men, or one of the successful men, even in Hollywood, one of the most highly paid, if not the most highest paid actor, probably after The Rock or something, but he was one of the highest paid at the time, to just being reduced to nothing other than a simp, and that's what that slap represented. You couldn't be a man when the time came to be a man, but now you're going to go upside there and you're going to go and jeopardize your whole career. What type of woman will want to? What has Jada Pinkett done? Like, seriously, what has Jada Pinkett done that warrants her to allow her man to endanger everything, his legacy? Will Smith is not, like, he's worked his whole life. Remember they say it takes reputation can be destroyed in a second. It takes a lifetime to build something. You can destroy it in a second. And if it wasn't due to Will Smith's such high profile status, he would have been finished. But Will Smith, they had to make an example of him, so they took him out for things. I think they banned him from the Oscar. I don't know, they did some whatever. But no one really speaks about that anymore. Okay, cool. So that's happened, right? Let's fast forward. So she's got the book. She's releasing the book, and she keeps releasing the little chapters from the book. And these chapters keep going viral. So she released, there was another video of her and Tupac doing a music video when they was in their teens, and she danced with Tupac. And then she releases a transcript basically saying that she just keeps talking about how she never wanted Will. And it's like the rap they was doing, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap. Tupac was doing that rap, and I was like, this is crazy. You must hate this man so much that you use every single time you use an opportunity to tell us more and to destroy this man further and further. Okay, that was then. Now, recent thing that comes out, it's emerged that Jada and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years. For 7 years, and Chris Rock actually hit up Jada and tried to he wanted to clap those cheeks. Like, he was trying to clap Jada's cheeks, and then she was like, "Nah, it's not that type of party." Okay, so now we found this out, right? And it's like, okay, he's bringing a little bit more, like, he's putting some more, you know what I mean? Like, because no one's really understanding what was going on. But now I'm discovering that Chris Rock was trying to give her the rock, you know what I mean? He was trying to, you know what I mean? He was trying to knock off, he was trying to blow the rocks off, you get me? So I'm saying. So, obviously, all this pent-up frustration, aggression Will Smith has, all this pent-up frustration, aggression that Will Smith has, it's led to that, you know? And he's a simp, but there's a lot of men like Will Smith, you know? He just has a lot more money than most. There's a lot of men like Will Smith, and they simp for women. They continuously simp for women. There's a lot of men like Will Smith. And Jada is pure evil because all of these things that we know, we didn't need to know them. Why did you ruin the image of this man, this hardworking man, this man that's gone and lifted himself to the highest levels that a man can lift himself towards? He's worked his whole life. He had respect among everybody, and you decided to not only create a wound that doesn't seem to close, it only widens. You create a wound and you continue to infect that wound. So no matter what he tries to do to heal from it, he can't heal, because whenever he begins, or even people, the mindsets begins to shift, you come back and you say something else, you know? Oh wait, hold on. I got a lot of... Will Smith was also exercising options and smashed Margot Robbie. Man should have left Jada for her. I can't lie. He should have left Jada for Margot. He should have left. Yeah, Margot Robbie, ain't she? Yeah, he should have left. But have you seen what? I'll be honest, Jada. The reason why you lost your hair is because you're such bad mind. God don't like ugly. The saying goes, God don't like ugly. It's a saying and it's true. Like, God don't like ugly. He doesn't. He doesn't. And some of you man have lost your hairline. Do you know why some of you man have lost your hairline? The reason why some of you man have lost your hairline, the reason why some of you man have lost your hairline is because you're bad to women. It's because you're bad to women. It's because you're bad to women. Like, God is not gonna see my hairline see my hairline strong. That's because I'm good to women. I'll be honest with you, I'm nice. I'm not a bad guy. If you're a bad guy, you're likely gonna get loads of girls and you're gonna lose your hairline because God's gonna punish you. But same thing with women. You can't be that evil because she's evil. I think she's a witch. I don't know what type of spell she got on Will Smith, but she's a witch. I think she's evil. I think she's evil. I think she's a witch. I don't know what type of spell she got on Will Smith, but I think she's evil. I think she's a witch. I'll keep it 100 with you. That's not fair. All of a sudden, 86% of men lose their hair. 86% of men lose their hair. Guess what? I'm not 86%, my bro. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? That's not, I don't know. Male pattern baldness. Someone needs to develop something. Because Turkey right now, guys, cool. There's a link there. You know, feel free, guys, guests to come on. There's a link there. You're welcome to jump in. You're all welcome to jump in as we're streaming. Yeah, yo, Winston Smith, jump in, call in, guys. We're streaming on YouTube. You can jump on the YouTube stream. Just hop on over there. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I'm like, how am I doing? This is my first StreamYard stream. I think no, wait, no, it's my it is, yeah. You know what? It's gonna get lit when I get blocked off. My name is China. It's gonna get lit. It's gonna get lit. Trust me, because a lot of people are gonna come on there. I'm on my other account, which has got less followers. But when we get, it's gonna get lit. But don't worry. Let me. I've missed a lot of stuff, so let me go look at what I missed. Even though they're separated, she's the mother of his children. He's still wrong, though. Yeah, control. The worst part about Jada is that she can't keep her mouth shut. Stop talking and handle your business. That's what I hate about Jada, bro. Why you keep talking? You keep, like, I don't understand it. Like, okay, cool, innit? You and Will do your thing. I don't need to know this. And then the latest one was, she's like, oh, she sold crack. What? Jada, like, at this point, Will Smith, this is how irrelevant she is. She has to just keep, everything she does is about sensationalism. It's about how can I embarrass Will more? It's crazy. It's crazy to me. But Will's the top sim. Sometimes your worst enemy is the person sleeping next to you. 100%. Will Smith is the second most talented black man in history next to Michael Jackson. Jada has humiliated him beyond. Yes, that's what I'm saying. For me, Will Smith is like, he's one of the most talented, like, black men. Yeah, like, come on. Will Smith is one of the most talented ever. Like, I'm so confused. Like, you know what I mean? Will Smith is the most talented. One of the most talented anyway. So, like, what Jada's doing, and that, I'll be honest with you, the Smith whole family is weird. That whole family is weird. You know what I mean? 4 out of 5 men lose their hair. What do you want me to tell you? Like, I want to help you, man, not losing your hair, but what do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't know what I don't know what you want me to tell you. I want to help you. Man, not losing your hair. But I mean, okay, wait, I got some requests. Oh, I got requests. Okay. All right.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Empress. I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to say that everybody has been blaming Jada. But let's look at Will Smith's own fault in this. You see, actually in Nigeria, a man is supposed to be the head of the family. He doesn't know how to control his wife. He's losing control. In fact, he has lost control. In everything. Like, how can you, as a man, your wife just give you the eye during the show, like, oh, this is what happened. I just stand up and you go and slap Chris Rock like that. It's like he doesn't have control. Or he has even lost control.
I'm gonna stop you right now. Because you're in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is America. America's a whole different dynamic. You can't make women do anything over here. A woman has to want to do it because men are powerless over here. They are powerless. So no, yeah. So she doesn't respect him. I saw your post in the chat. I agree with you. Will's letting himself be humiliated. But I put in the chat, it's 2 parts. Will is being abused, and Jada is abusing him. You can argue that Jada shouldn't abuse, and then Will shouldn't stay with an abuser. That is the issue here. But I'm telling you, I've been to Cameroon. I've been to Cote d'Ivoire. I'm a black American. The dynamic is different. Women are different over there. I think that the West and America can learn social values from the people I've met in Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria. So I would agree
I
with
feel
you there.
like
I always advocate that.
men.
But women don't have respect for men over here because they don't have to. Women are incentivized
You
to not
have to
have
command
respect over here.
respect.
I agree.
You
I
have to
agree.
command respect.
I agree.
That is the thing. You have to command respect. You can't just in a like all this in a Nigerian home, yeah. A man, if a woman will do something, before you discuss with your husband, like even if somebody is annoying you, like making you feel somehow, you tell your husband. A husband doesn't just go there to the person and slap the person. They have more control over you have control over what you do. You have to show your wife that, oh, I'm actually a person that doesn't just do control over my emotions. Like I listen to China a lot. He says that men are not emotional, like overly emotional beings. It's women that are over emotional. If I was expecting everybody to stand up and go slap Chris Rock, I would have expected it to be Jada Pinkett herself because women are more emotional, not actually
Yeah, I
Chris Rock,
agree with that. I agree with that.
What,
not actually Will Smith.
what,
Because let
one
me,
thing.
well, just real quick, Empress. Here's the worst part about that slap thing because you and I are on the same page. Here's the thing. You have Will Smith is worth $250 million, $300 million. Chris Rock is worth $90 million. You have two successful black men. There had never been violence on the stage, violence at the Oscars ever. Okay. And then two of the most successful black men, one slaps the other, and that's one of the reasons why I think this whole thing was planned. Here's the thing: in America, there aren't a lot of married black couples, and married black couples, they make money as a media presence being together. Russell Wilson and Sierra, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jada and Will. Jada and Will were making money off of being Jada and Will. August Alsina was the one who ran his mouth and put this out there in the first place. And they've been doing damage control ever since because they're not making money off of being Jada and Will anymore. So I think it was a media stunt for Will to save Jada's honor to get them back into the good graces of the public again. Because once again, Black America, 80% of our children are born out of wedlock. Only 26% of black women ever get married in the United States. So they had to repair their image. And so they said, hey, you know what? Let's have Will Smith defend Jada's honor because then they'll be the happy married couple again. And just one last thing. I think what happened was they said, okay, look, we're going to have Will and Chris Rock get into an altercation because people can, unfortunately, in the media, people can accept two black men hitting each other, even at the Oscars. We're violent anyway. So they said, look, Chris is going to say something about Jada, Will, so watch for it. But Chris said something funny. They didn't tell him what was going to be said, but they said he's going to say something. You need to get up there and slap him. And so he said something funny. He was supposed to go up there. He laughed. And then Jada looked at him like, go ahead. It's the time. And then he went up and slapped him because just one last thing. If I try to swing at anyone on this panel, you're going to put your hands up. Chris Rock put his hands behind his back, let a 6'2" man get in his personal space, hit him, and walk away. Bro, come on.
Yeah. But that you said it's a media stunt, right? But I feel like the impact it had on Will Smith's career was not actually good. I don't think we would have agreed to it. I didn't think when I first heard the news, I didn't think it was a media stunt. I don't know if I can actually consider it a media stunt because it didn't actually do good to him, like Will Smith.
So
Hello?
I think. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Winston.
Winston, who else we got in chat?
it's just me. So big up yourself, China.
Hello?
Big up yourself, Doug. Doug's my G from Time.
Okay,
Yeah,
Good to see you again, my bro.
Good to see you, my brother. This whole Jada Will thing, yeah, it's just like it's one of those ones where you do like passive aggressive nonsense. Like she did that whole video with Tupac the other week, her Tupac dancing, and she showed that Willow wrote a note to Tupac, and I'm like, this guy died in the 90s, man, and you're talking about this guy being your soulmate, and like the guy, like it's one of those ones where they talk about Alpha Widow. It's been 30 years since the guy died, and you're like married to the most successful black man of all time.
Someone has a clicking noise in the background. Who's
I was
that?
gonna say, who's clicking? What's that?
That's not me. Was it?
Okay, now it's gone. Now it's gone. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how that was me. Yeah. So I think one of the main issues that you got is that
clicking is who's clicking?
my mic's on mute. I put my mic on mute just to check if it was me. It's not me.
Anyway, it's fine. Go on.
Oh yeah, no, Empress. Yeah, it was Empress. Yeah, no. So I think the main problem that you got is that us black guys, we look at this, and I think it's one of those scary things that happen with marriage, where it's like, okay, Will said, okay, let's not get divorced, and now look at her. She's completely dragging. Like, guys, we all grew up idolizing Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He wasn't Ali. He wasn't was it £7? It was in The Pursuit of Happiness. He had all these big. I think Will Smith's got the longest record, which is I think 14 movies in a row that have all broken over 100 million. Like I think he's the only person outside the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's done that. And so now she's like bored of this guy. Spoke about entanglements. Said, "Oh yeah, I was dealing with my son's friend." And so okay, we kind of got past that, and then the slap happened, and we're like, we kind of got past that, and now she's just like, you know what? I really don't like this guy. I'm just gonna do whatever I want, and he can't really do anything to me. And I think that's one of the main problems that a lot of guys like. I know you said this before, China. Like I actually watched your stream last night, and you're like, a lot of guys want to get married, but then guys see themselves get married, and they're like, we look at this, we're like, right, I've got a choice between divorce and this, and so you tell me which one you think looks worse, like divorce or this, and you go to yourself, you know what? I wouldn't mind being married, having kids, and having all these things. And I think that the main problem that you have, especially when it comes to black guys, that I was going to say to you earlier, which is, you know, guys look at it that the guys that don't get married, they don't get penalized. If the woman leaves, they're not financially hurt. Well, if I get married to a woman, and women are very, very smart in how they leave. They won't just leave like how men will leave. We leave like there and then. We're very, very. That's one time we get emotional. Like we're gonna leave there and then, like as a pride thing. While with them, they'll know to like the day. They'll know like to the dot. I don't know if you saw that marriage with Janet Jackson, where Janet Jackson had to be married to the guy for I think 5 years and have a kid.
But soon as it was like a day after she busted.
Yeah, she cashed out. She got like 90 million or something like that. She cashed out, boy.
So you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's like very, very. They know exactly to the day, right? If I'm to leave, I'm not gonna leave without being completely sorted. And they said to her like, if you don't give the guy a kid, you don't receive like the first 20 million. If you don't, and if you are there, if you leave before 5 years, you don't receive a next payment. So she literally waited until the day. Like even you both know, you both heard the same thing that I heard, which is. She literally waited 1 day. She's like, right, cool. Now this 1 day's happened. It's now activated this, so now I can leave and still get paid. So she probably wanted to leave after, let's say, 2, maybe 3 years. But she said, let me stick it out for another 2 years and get paid. So I think the main thing that the reason why guys, like me personally, if you said to me, would I like to get married? The answer is, like, ideally would be yes. But the
Winston, just real quick. One of the University of California's did a study showed that like I think it's under 30, like 51% of young men said that they wanted to be married, and only like 26% of young women under 30 said that they wanted to be married. So literally twice as many men want to get married than women in the United States.
It's crazy.
Go ahead.
And I think the main thing is with them, because they see marriage as locking themselves down, and like, you know, we're all going through it now. It's like, China. Can I say one thing, man? I really like the way how you speak, and like you're really, really standing up. I was the one that commented earlier. I saw that you liked it. I said that I think there's a gap where Kevin Samuels left. I think you could really become the next Tim, and I really want you to get 10 million subscribers, and obviously more than that. And like, I really respect everything you say, everything you do. Carry yourself. Don't let these girls, when they say their foolishness, try to bring down your energy. I think you're a really, really great guy, and I think that you really have the potential to go levels with this as well. Because
I'm going to compound on that real quick. The best part about China, because the first, I remember China's first show on on pearly things, and I was like, that's the guy right there, because China has I get very passionate about these type of things, and China gets passionate the same way that a lot of us successful, accomplished black men do. Like this whole thing where you have to be, if you're not stoic and have and show like emotion, like Kevin Samuels matched energy, and China matches energy kind of the same way. He gets passionate, and it's just like, and he guys like China make it okay for men to show passion about the stuff that they're experts in. We have to be able to show passion, show fire, especially when women are throwing it back at us. So, and I've been supporting China since day one, and I'm telling you, this time next year he's going to be at 1 million. So be glad you guys got in on the ground level, boy. Let's go.
Yeah, no, like man, for me, like I appreciate obviously like the support. I appreciate everything. Like for me, it's like, yeah, like because I'm learning. This is learning on the job. I didn't intend to be a podcaster. A lot of people, they want to be podcasters. They want to do this content. That's what they want to do. That was never me. But I am not. This is not an act. Like I'm the same person on the camera as I am off the camera. Like, and I think it's when you get onto the camera and then you start like I understand things a lot more. It's been a year since I've been in here, so I kind of understand and I'm learning social media a lot more. And the thing about passion is not a lot of people have it nowadays. Like real passion, not a lot of people have real heart. Not a lot of people really stand for something. So when in a world where like that doesn't get pushed, like if you have individualism, if you have your own ideas, they don't like that. Like, and it's something that's pushed all the time, and I don't believe I do anything radical. I don't believe I say anything radical. I don't believe I'm rewriting. I don't believe I'm recreating the wheel. But what I do believe I'm doing in a time when society, morality, family, relationship, friendships, like what it is to be a man, a provider, when all these things are being flipped on their head, like there needs to be a voice of reasoning, and a lot of it really just comes back down to like I don't do this whole Bible thing. I don't, because I'm not really someone that you know what I mean. I'm religious, but I'm not like that. But most of the things I speak about are just they're based on good live. You know what I mean? Good morality and what it is to be a good man, what it is to be a good brother, a good father, a good son. You know what I mean? To be a good daughter, be a good wife, a good sister. All of the things I speak about is based upon that. But because society wants to dismantle that, in order to dismantle that, you have to create drama essentially. You have to, and you have to create things and throw it in the works, and that's what happens. So when I tell a woman after they've spent how many years telling them, you can, sexual promiscuity and it's feminism, and you can sleep wherever you want and you can win, and then you come and you tell them actually no, they're gonna push back against that. But in their real lives, it affects that they're not getting the results that they want. So when you say it out loud, they don't want to admit it, but at the same time, they're not getting the results that they want, because you cannot have everything in life. It's one of the, like I said before, it's the beauty of life. Like we have our own mind, right? But you can't have everything. But they want to have their cake and eat it, and that's one of the things when I say you can't have your cake and eat it, is because you can't have everything. And I just think I speak in a way where a lot of men, in a time when there's a war on masculinity and what it is to be a man, to the point of when a man uses his sternness, his voice, his passion, they want to label that as aggression, because they want to ruin any form of masculinity. But part of being a man is that, yes, you're going to have a louder voice than a woman. Yes, you're going to have a bit more bass. Yes, you're going to have a bit more passion. But the moment you do that, they do with, you're being aggressive. And that's how they try to shrink
They want to get rid of all parts of masculinity except for the parts that benefit them. That's the problem.
Yeah.
See, my thing is with this, yeah. So it's like, I think the one thing is that with us guys, we just to become accountable, and that, some of the stuff that you say trying to makes me like, I'm like, this guy knows. So I was just gonna say, so
Empress, control the noise in the background, please.
So I was just gonna say, so it's like one of the things. It's like, you know, when you were speaking to that lady the other day, and she said I'm 29, and they kind of got me into, oh, but you're 29. It's like you know, you're not young. You feel me? You're a grown-ass adult. You did it because you want to get quick money fast, and you're like, oh, I've got 5 businesses, and she tried to shame you in your business, and you're like, no, but we know that other businesses don't make money, because at the end of the day, if when you try to, one thing I noticed with a lot of people is when they try to make themselves sound smart, they try to say like deliberately vague things like I got this, I got that. And she tried to shame you in because you was like saying, oh, what, you're an only, and like the thing is with them, I don't know if you guys saw the other day, Candace Owens made a really amazing point, and it got me scared because I got a little sister and she's 19, yeah, and she just gone to university. And I said to my mum, don't
yeah. Watch out for the blue hair and the septum piercing, bro. It's coming.
No. Like when my sister tried putting extensions, like my mum just heard, like they heard it all from me, yeah. And I said to my mum, you best make sure that none of her friends tell her about any of this online OF thing, because I will get mad. And I said that the problem that you have is that they see us get money quick. And I think the main difference between men and women is that we understand trade-offs. So we understand if you don't put the work in now, you're not going to reap the rewards later. There's a famous saying that goes, eventually everyone will come to a banquet of their own consequences. It's kind of like one of the things that they say now is like, oh, why are you telling a woman not to live her best life? But what happens with men, we know the money will eventually run out. What with us men, we won't take all our money and put it into things that make us feel good. We'll put our money into boring things like stocks and shares or pensions or businesses or things like that. And, you know, I run my own business. I'm looking to start expanding. And one of the things that annoy me is when they start calling themselves boss babes. Because I'll tell you something now, man, when you have to pay people salaries, it is a next level thing, man. Like, you can't be a second late. You can't underpay them.
Hello.
And it's just really, really, really difficult.
Yeah. Who's that?
Sorry, let me let her speak. You speak. You go ahead.
Go on.
China. Yeah. Sorry. I'm about to go offline now, so I don't want to ask something. I always want to ask you this thing. I used to watch your show a lot, so I know. But you might talk about this, about women tone policing men. I'm sorry if this is out of the topic, but I also want to ask you this for a long time. You see, about that women tone policing men. I don't want to compare women to kids, right? But if you're talking to a child,
yeah, I'm listening. Go on.
That you are. You speak in a way that the person will understand. So if you're talking to a woman, you speak in a way that the woman will understand. It's not about the tone policing.
Is the woman a child?
Signal's gone.
No, so is a woman a child or is she a grown woman? Do I need to speak to her like a woman or a child? What's the difference? Hello?
Yeah, like if you are talking to a kid, you speak in a way a kid will understand. Yeah, I know you're a man, so you don't go there with your man energy, your masculine vibe, but like, let me talk to this kid in the way I normally speak. So when you're talking to a woman, so you understand that a woman is a human being.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. So you want me to go with a feminine vibe when I speak to a woman? Is that what you prefer? You want me to speak more feminine?
Maybe not more feminine, but in a way, any woman will understand. You know how women, we talk. You have to go into the details, like, why did you do this? What do you mean by this? Like, you go into that kind of way where women speak. You just have to. I don't want to say feminine vibe because I don't expect a man to be feminine.
Basically, that's what you want me to do.
That's what it sounded like.
Basically, what you want me to do is you want me not to be a man. You don't want me to be me. So I've asked you what you want me to do, and you can't really say it because what you want me to do essentially is be more feminine. But you can't, and this is the thing, this is not build a bear. If you want a feminine man, there's lots of feminine men out there. But the problem is when women get these feminine men, they're not happy with the men that they get.
No, not a feminine man. Okay, if we had to talk to a child, how would you talk?
Huh?
But women aren't children, though.
I'm about to say you're not a child, so I keep asking
you. If we had to talk to a child, will you talk in the masculine way?
No, but...
Yes.
No, I would actually hold on. Yes, I would. The reason I would is because I'm always going to be masculine. So what you're trying to say to me is, I need you to tell me how specifically you feel
You will
we should
talk in
speak
a
to you.
way.
Sorry. Can
Okay,
I just
let me explain.
can I just come
When we
in?
are talking,
Wait,
So,
wait.
can I just come
Go
in
ahead and
very quickly?
explain it.
okay,
Winston, hold on real quick. Empress, try one more time to get your point across, because
One more
I'm not
time.
understanding where you're coming from. Try one more time.
okay, okay. When you are talking to a woman, I want to get your point across. You speak in a way that the woman will understand, even though it may mean that you may not speak in your masculine vibe and other things, but just to get your point across. Like if you're talking to if I'm talking to a child now, I won't come there like speaking in my adult energy. No, I will come there and explain in a way that person will understand. And we are trying to get your point across. You have to speak in the manner of the person that you're actually speaking to. So if
I,
even for that
I get
moment that you
you.
have to, remove what is your masculine energy.
Oh,
Yes, just to
so
get your point across to the person. Because if two of you are speaking on different wavelengths,
okay.
yes.
Wait. All right. But what I'm going to tell you this. Part of the reason that you feel as if I'm having masculine energy is because the women are exhibiting masculine energy. So I never have to exhibit masculine energy on a feminine woman. I don't have to do that. I don't have to. So what you're seeing is me having to push back. I match energies with energies. You're not in the room with these women. You're not there when these women are saying what they're saying. And the thing about women is you don't understand aggression. You don't believe aggression is you think you can say it whatever you want to say about people. You can raise your voice, you can send shots, you can insult people, you can do all of these things and you think it's okay. If a man did that to
So,
me, if a man did that to me, that's gonna be the last thing he does that day because I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go deal with it. So when you want me to change my energy, like these shows, I could pick you
like,
lots of
but I
shows.
understand where you're
Wait,
coming
hold on a
from.
second,
Like women don't
hold on.
understand
Wait. I could pick you
something. Let me
lots
say
of
something that
shows.
happened.
I could pick you lots of
Okay.
shows where the women have complete different energy. I could pick you lots of the shows, and then it's because of the energy that they have. Go look at the Sinner show with Alexis Reed. Go look at that recent show of Alexis Reed. Go look at that show. She's an OnlyFans girl, complete different energy, and she's an OnlyFans girl. Why would she got that energy because of the way she was with man, and that's the difference. Go look at the recent show with Denalva, and everyone knows what Denalva's like. She's a demon. But go look at the energy because of what she gave. She came to my show and she was respectful. If you were respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. But remember, you're a woman. You can never be stronger than me or more masculine than me. So the moment you start to exhibit those qualities, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to do it. I cannot do anything to a woman. I cannot put my hands on a woman, rightly so. I cannot do anything other than exhibit my masculinity, which is going to be my vocal tone. And now it's going to be my wittiness, what they don't like, yeah? So you want to rob me of that and leave me with nothing, while a woman has all of the tools and she can still
Yes.
use her hands.
Now, see, that's the thing in the West and in Nigeria. If a man actually beat a woman, nothing is gonna happen. So you see, I've actually been in a few scuffles with some men. I won't say men because I was younger then and around my age, so they were not men that time. And the man had actually put their hands on me, and I put my hands back, that kind of thing. I didn't see it as any abuse or anything, because yes, I was already very angry that day and I ran my mouth. And yes, I got a slap there and that kind of thing. So
So wait,
when you see
hold on a
women
second.
actually don't understand
Hold
violence,
on. You ran your mouth to a guy
yeah,
and he slapped you.
he deserved it.
No, but I'm
He
saying,
deserved it. He suddenly did something that was wrong. I expect him not to.
okay, cool. Well, were you
Yes, I
defending
did.
yourself?
I ran out.
But I'm saying, were you defending yourself? You didn't slap him for no
The girls
reason.
were encouraging me to do it.
The girls.
Jesus, there we
No, I
go.
didn't hit him first. I didn't hit him first. See, okay, we were actually talking. Then he started getting like, "What did you say? What did you say?" My friends were like, "Tell him what he said. Tell him what he said." And you see, I'm not actually a petite girl, but a small person. I actually have this stature. I'm a very tall girl. So people are like, "How can you let me talk to you like this? How can you let me talk to you like this?" And I was like, and I, yeah, last time I was young, I didn't know better. So I just said, I just repeated it to him. It's like for what I actually said, I was very infuriating. But he got angry, he hit me, and you know me, I hit him back, and we got into a little
What?
this thing.
What?
I actually went with with pain.
This is why you don't listen to your
But
friends. Your friends
the
will.
guy,
Your friends
the
will
guy
get you beat up.
actually went to a few scratches.
What?
You realize that
See,
that
girls
guy
should stop
could
listening to their friends. When their friends say run your
that guy
mouth.
could have put you in the hospital. You know that, right? You could have had irreparable
And I would
damage.
have come out alive.
Oh my
Nah,
God,
this is
women.
this is you're crazy.
Okay,
And
that
you're in
was
Nigeria.
before.
Oh,
China, you brought us.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug, China.
That was
What
when I was
happened with
younger. Right
Keisha?
now, I'm speaking peace.
Sorry.
Yes,
Empress,
the guy actually he blown me in the
Empress.
stomach.
Empress, hold on.
Yes.
Winston, go ahead.
Yes.
Empress, did you not see what happened with Keisha?
Brick
The
gate.
girl, yeah,
Did you
the
not see
girl
what
that
happened?
Yes. I saw
Did
what
you not
happened
see
to
the
Tiff.
girl?
She
So, yeah, she provoked a man. This is why men, we never ever go out and seek violence. We just don't do it. If they do it, it's because
the majority.
they're either high
Yeah, the majority.
or they're
You get
drunk
them man that
or
want to
they're.
beef, man.
But the majority of men,
girls.
yeah.
You see
So,
girls getting into
this is
scuffles.
why we
I know
tell
defending
women.
themselves. So I
This is why we
felt
say to women, do not. What? Once again. Let me finish. So what you've done, you've now hit a man, and the thing with violence is, and a lot of people tell you this, is you don't know what the violence will escalate to. So let's say you put your hands on the man, and he has this. Is what happened in? I'm from Croydon. My first job is opposite what happened to that girl. That's where my first job is. My first and second jobs were opposite to what happened with that girl. You don't have a say of how far violence will escalate. Never
Once
ever
it's there,
put
yep.
your hand on a man.
Nope.
I'm telling that to my never ever, because you don't
what
know
if I was one that
what
put
that
him in the
guy will
hospital?
do. You can laugh as much as you like, because we all know that if the guy might see you on street. Once again, let me finish. What will happen if the guy sees you on street from behind? You can't see him. He sees you from behind, and he wants to do something to you. What are you going to do? He sees you from behind. You cannot see him.
That is the thing.
What are you going to do?
That's the thing. We are not actually enemies. So if we were to see me, like after that day, it didn't take how many days. We just left. Don't say that I didn't see that as abuse. It's only when in America or all these other countries that
You said we're not
abuse.
You don't know. You don't know what.
I just thought that the little scuffle that we had, you solved everything later. We just like
a little scuffle.
So Empress, would you do
that's
that
when I
again?
ever talked to me first. It was like it got angry.
Sorry. I asked you a question. I said, what are you going to do? You don't know. You could be like, oh well, the guy doesn't see me as an enemy. You might be laughing and say it's a little scuffle. You don't know what this guy's thinking. He might have been. He might be high. He might be on drink. He might be on something. What would you do if he sees you from behind? You cannot see him. What are you going to do if he sees you and he wishes to attack you and he attacks you from behind? What are you going to do? I just asked you a simple question. See, you can't answer it because now you understand why you don't put your hands on another man unless you know what the situation is. Don't laugh. And I tell you something now, don't laugh that you've got into a scuffle with this man, because if he hears that and he feels he might be disrespected, that's what happened with the guy down Croydon. What happened to that girl? He felt disrespected and someone lost their life over that disrespect. Some people don't find it funny, especially when it comes to women trying to humiliate or emasculate men. And I would suggest to you that if women are trying to encourage you, because women typically, women's advice falls into two categories. One is either destructive, or two is incredibly easy. And what they do,
that's a good one. I like that.
And then when you're looking at them, you're like, all right, cool, I followed your advice, and it's really bad advice. And then like 2 months, 3 months later, you'd be like, I followed your advice, and like now my life's kind of messed up. They'll look at you and be like, well,
Empress, what have you got
so
to
that's
say
all I'd
about
say
this,
to you.
Empress?
She's gone. She's not here anymore. I think she hung up. Is there anyone else waiting on the stream at all to come in, or is it just us?
Oh, she wants to come back.
Oh, there she is.
Hold on a second. Let her speak. Hold on a second. Empress, are you back? Oh, hold on.
Yes, the signal is a little bit bad here. Okay.
Empress.
And I also said that this yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, Empress.
Yes.
Yeah. So what have you got to say
Hello?
to what yeah, Empress. Yeah, I can hear you. So what have you got to say about what you've heard, the advice you've been given about next time not slapping a man?
Okay. I didn't say I slapped him, I scratched. That's the thing that we can do without long nails. No, but what I want to
It
Did
doesn't
you put your
matter. It
hands on
don't
another?
matter. It
Did you
doesn't
put your
matter.
hands on a man?
No, I didn't hit him first. I said he actually hit me first.
He hit you first.
I didn't hit him first. I actually hit me first because yes. I
Why
said
did
he
he
hit me
hit you?
first, but I actually take the blame because yes, I said my friends were actually, giving me the support. It's like, how can he talk to you that way? I think he said
Wait,
something
so
now,
did
and then
he
I
hit
said
you
something
first,
back,
or
and
did he?
I said something.
You're confusing me. You're confusing me. Did he hit you
He
out of the
hit me
blue,
first.
or why did
He
he
hit
hit
me.
you? Why?
He hit me. No, we were talking. We are all in a group. We are all in a group discussion. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Then he said something. Then I said
Ah.
something, and I was like, my friends were like, he can't say that to you. And I was like, riding on their support, and I was like, yeah. So I said something that really infuriated him. I can't actually remember what it was, but I know he got angry. Then he hit me. Then I scratched him on his head. Then he, no, after the
So,
whole thing, I was not actually
so were
feeling
you?
bad.
Okay,
I
I
was
So,
have a
actually
question.
feeling
I have a
kind of
question. I have a
happy
question for
that I
Empress.
was able to
Empress.
get a few scratches.
Empress. Do you think that? Do you know what? Do do you know what emotional
Yes.
abuse is? Verbal violence is? Do you think that words?
Do I what?
What hurts worse in the long run? Violent words or physical violence? So what's worse? Physical abuse or or psychological emotional abuse? Which one's worse?
Physical abuse is always worse.
is it
So
Physical abuse is always worse. It's
that?
always worse. Physical
so
abuse is always
so do you
worse.
think that
Physical abuse
someone
is
can be
always worse.
abusive and violent with their words? Yes or no?
No, that's the thing. No, I don't
Wait,
actually
You don't
believe in
believe?
well,
somebody abusive with your
come
words.
on,
The only
man.
when
Come
I
on,
the
You
only when I
think?
Jesus,
started,
come on, come
being
Okay,
on.
abused by
okay,
someone.
okay. I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring up an extreme example. Let's say that one of your parents were to be called home to God, and one of your friends, like 6 months afterwards, you and that person would be getting into a fight, and she were to say something awful about your parent that just got called home to glory. That's not like someone hitting you. Someone deliberately using words to emotionally harm you. Are you there? Hello?
Hello, hello.
Because I'm just gonna put a disclaimer.
It's
Neither,
that Nigerian Wi-Fi she got over there, man.
yeah, neither one's okay. Neither one's okay. But let me tell you, like there are some wounds that people, there's some wounds that people create with their words that are long lasting, man. Let me tell you, a lot of
But
times when people, huh, go ahead.
that's the thing, yeah. It's like when you speak to women, they don't believe that words are violence, yeah. But that's because
Agreed.
that's what they use, yeah. But men know that if you use violent words against other men, it's gonna provoke a reaction. But they do know words are violence, they do. But they know that in reality, no matter what a woman says, you can't allow her to provoke you to do something because she hasn't actually been violent. If if that was the opposite way around, they would have sympathy if a man was saying violent words towards a woman, but it's not the other way around. So, although she can be very malicious, very vicious with her words, you still cannot react because it has not been an actual act, and it will be a lot harder to prove emotional abuse than it would be to do physical abuse. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So, I would always tell men, no matter what happens, you need to stay in your frame because you would not be able to get away with losing your rag, where she can women hit men all the time, and nothing will happen of it. You know, you need to take it. It's what's seen as being a man, right? But the moment, you know, you lose your rug, do anything to a woman, that's it. You're gonna ruin your whole life. And I think, you know, it's there's lots of double standards in life. Some play to men, some play to women, and we enjoy them. You know, we both enjoy them when the time comes. But this is just one of those ones. You should never get tricked out your position and allow a woman to get you so angry that you're gonna step out your frame and you're gonna, you know, you should never allow that to happen.
Yeah, because what they know how to do. Because one thing with women is they understand. Like this is why they say to men, don't discuss your problems with women, because they understand that, oh, I can take this. If you tell them your secrets, they'll save those secrets for another day. They're like, okay, this is gonna trigger him, and they know that, oh, he might have a complex about this, and then I'm gonna say this.
Winston, I always say this. I say, never speak. The biggest barrier to men's mental health is women. Why don't men open up? Is because the only emotional weapons that women can hurt you with are the ones you give to her. That's it. There's no other way. So women want men to open up so they can have leverage over you, and they can hurt you emotionally as much as you could potentially hurt them physically. It evens up the weapons in a relationship. Most men don't.
Emotional and physical abuse should not be put in the same way. I had kind of emotional abuse, but women kind of emotional abuse, that one is different. Saying some hurtful words to a guy, and in where I'm from, if a girl says some hurtful words to you and you want to start getting aggressive, people will start calling you a coward, like so to say some words to rile you up and the person.
You probably have people in your life
Empress,
that you don't speak to anymore, right? And you're never going to talk to them again, right? Did they physically harm you? No. They did something, they lost your respect, or they use words to emotionally harm you, and you will never talk to them again in your life. That's how deep words can go. Now, physical abuse is not good either, but let's not discount what people can do with their words.
Just take a pound.
It's how you take the words.
Empress, here's the problem, right? And this is one thing that women need to learn. Like, words are aggression, especially if you use them in an aggressive way. If you do that, you need to be prepared for what happens after that. And that's all it is. So you can speak to anyone how you want to. It's up to you. But they
No, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore.
No, and the reason you don't do that anymore is because you learned your lesson. See,
you got told a couple times.
Yeah, you learned your lesson.
No, it's not because I got told a couple times. I started because I started having to behave a certain way. People started seeing me a certain way. It's not like I had to stop because I was taught the lesson. If not, I've still, someone say one thing, just like I wanted my image. Like,
why did you stop? Why did you stop?
The image people look at you. Actually stopped. So I stopped. Continue. In school, I was actually a brilliant person. So when I was in SS, that is, I don't know how you people call it, but SS1, I was actually very rough and all those things. So when I got to SS2, I had to stop because I knew that they would give me the head girl and the prefect. They don't like stop and continue. So I actually stopped. They gave me the prefect position. I was perfect for it. Everybody loved me, that kind of thing. Because everybody actually knew my side. I was not actually a troublemaker that goes around looking for trouble. It's just that when a girl had this kind of stature that she has, people just see her as a potential person that, I've already had guys walk up to me and just try to make me react in a certain way. Like if I go to the market, our markets are in Nigeria. One guy will just hold your hand and be like, yo, give me your number. And I'll be like, if I start now, God, just help me. God, please help me. And I'll be like, leave me alone. And after behaving as if I cannot, because if I want to use my strength, I can just drag my hand, and the guy will see that's me being aggressive. But because if I want to be seen a certain way, not to be seen as a person that just go around making trouble, I'll be like, leave my hand alone, please, leave me, that kind of thing, But if I actually went physical and be like, leave me alone, leave me. They get my guy aggressive. So there's some way you have to be put your image as. You don't see I actually taught a lesson that I had to stop. No, just on my image, to protect my image that I have.
Okay. But what I would say to you is there's a way you can handle certain things, and one of the things I've said to people before is like I have sisters as well, and you need to teach them. They need to how to fight off, not fight off, but how to handle men's advances. And as part of being a woman, is you're gonna have to go through your life, and women get moved to every single day. Men approach women every single
Well,
day, and
See,
most of
this
the
is what you
times,
guys.
well,
so
Empress,
This is
hold on,
what.
real quick. Would you
Okay.
look? And you have to do an audit, okay? Because you have friends who don't get approached at all, okay? Would you rather be a woman that got approached or didn't get approached? Because here's the thing, you could be troll ugly and no man ever approaches you. Okay, so if you're the type of woman who's fortunate enough to win the genetic lottery to be approached, there's responsibility. Now, everything you can say about men doing better, I'd agree with it, but the conversation has to include women. If okay, a lot of pretty women say, "Oh yeah, men approach me all the time. I hate it," but then they wouldn't want to not get approached at all. So if you're gonna
Now
get
this.
approached, you have to be able to deal with it.
Now on this thing you're saying, you see, actually growing up, I would have, I was not actually, I was not pretty, I was not ugly, but it got to a stage where I went to a school, a boarding school. So when I came out, I was not pretty at all. I didn't even like the way I look. But after a while at home, I started getting, I won't say pretty, but normal. So now that I've grown up now, and there's some I'm not used to the attention and the stares. If you go to the market, some this is not the West or something that's if a man just approach you, you can just say, oh, why are you approaching me? This is this if a guy hold you like, oh, you can scream, this one, people, men. Sorry, men will actually approach you, hold you, drag you. One man even post is this thing like the presence of people, and nobody will ever not be laughing. Like give him now, give him. It's kind of things like just see it as what they're approaching, like it's not the kind of thing that actually happened in the West where women. I've watched a lot of movies and reality where women can just say, "Oh, please help me. This man is actually doing something. Odd me on color, everybody just get out like, I leave her alone, leave her." But this is not actually like that. So you just have to know the way you gather yourself. And that thing you said about pretty women and not pretty women, we want pretty women. They this kind of still want not every time a man should approach a woman, like especially and when you approach a woman, like if a man just comes to me, I'm like this thing, give me a number, just respectfully turning down especially turning down. But when a man grabs your hand, that's about to go, like grabs your hand in a way that if I were actually a white person, the mouth to show, but black people don't, red man don't
Empress,
try. Yes.
Empress, in America, right? If you're a tall black guy, everyone thinks that you're gonna violate and rob them. When you walk around in the store, people look at you, follow you around. I've had people call the police on me because I'm walking through a neighborhood. Okay? Okay? So,
Yeah.
so once again, would I give up being tall? I'm 6'3". Would I give up being tall and physically freaking imposing to not have that happen to me?
No.
No, I wouldn't trade
Mm.
my height for the world. But I have to like my that reality that people think that way of tall black men in America. It sucks. But would I trade it? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just have to learn to deal with I enjoy the positives of being my height and being what I look like, but it also comes along with the negatives, and it sucks. But like that's like some of the best advice my father ever gave me was, and one of the reasons why I'm so successful is he said, Doug and PA, life is going to suck a lot of the time. What are you going to do about it? And if you can answer that question, you'll be successful in life. The world's not going to be fair. The world's going to suck a lot of the time. You have to make it into a good place for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I thought about making it into a good place for yourself, but making it to a good place for yourself doesn't mean you can control the other person. Like I said before, I'm not a short girl, so I'm actually
how
tall.
tall are
I'm
you?
taller
You
than
keep
some
saying you're
guys.
not sure. How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot plus.
You're 6 foot
Six
tall?
one,
That's not,
six. I'm only reducing it though, because of
six
sometimes I
plus
get
is what? Six
insecure.
one or 6'2"?
Six,
What, more
six
than six
one or
two?
two.
Man,
I don't know why you check it. You guys normally check it around there, but I just check it
I'm
once
a
in a
tall
while.
guy.
But
no. You know what? I'm a tall guy. I like tall women.
I like
Always have.
tall women. I like
I
tall
like
women.
tall women too.
some men that like tall men, some men don't like tall men. But what I know is that some men feel a little bit I say when they see a tall woman walk into their place, like they know this woman was gonna actually go there, just poke her a bit, not like with their hands, like with their words, of like to see what she actually do, the couple that she have. So I don't want to actually build that kind of image for myself where you look like if a guy should just about to be like what. So I'll just give a smile. I actually have a very good smile, and that is all. And but
If
what part is that?
if
Continue.
you're a tall woman, let me just give you advice. If you're a tall woman, first off, like you hit the genetic lottery. But number two, you have to be thin and you have to be feminine because a lot of tall women, just like a lot of dark skinned women, they think that men just aren't gonna are gonna think bad about them, so they want to get you before you get them. The key to being tall and getting a good man, you have to be in shape. You should be like 6'1", like 150 pounds, 100 and I don't know how many kgs that is, but you have to be in shape and you have to be feminine. Wear dresses. If you're a tall woman, you should never be in pants ever. That's the only
I
way you can
don't
fight
I
it.
don't
Huh? Go
I
ahead.
don't wear that. I don't wear that. But since it's my tallness, I'm actually giving a face that I don't know how people actually describe their faces, but I try to give you a face that makes me look very feminine. And people, I don't know why they compliment me on my face. Cause I said I didn't grow up fine, but actually in a good environment, even a flower blossom, something like that.
So why are you hiding
So,
your
but the
face?
thing is
So
that
why is your face not on camera then?
because why is my
Yeah.
face not on camera? My hair,
Well,
my my hair is not
Where's,
done.
where's
And
where's
then
your head wrap? Your bonnet? We don't mind. We're used to bonnet. I know you got a head wrap on. That's fine.
I actually don't want to.
Oh, you
If I
know
can
what to
actually
do?
change my
You know what it is? I'm gonna let you off this. What, did she run away? Oh, she just it's a. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you off this time, but the next time we do a live,
Yeah.
make sure.
So one other thing I want.
Go
hmm?
on. Go on.
Oh, sorry. She's back. She's back. No, I was gonna ask you. See, I know you must have saw that viral video of that girl when she refused to walk out for the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
what a joke. That's American black women, by the way, as a
No,
whole.
so I tell you what my thoughts is. I tell you what my thought is.
Go on.
She saw that guy as like she just saw it as a free foodie date, and from my perception, she never spoke to the guy directly. She was only talking towards the camera,
Yeah.
and she's like, and she said, "Oh, I'm gonna go make this guy spend all this money because of originally from what I saw from the story, he
Yeah.
booked dinner reservations for her, told her twice. He said to her, I told you yesterday, I told you this morning, be ready at 4 o'clock. I'm picking up at 4. She made him wait an hour, so the reservations expired. And he's like, look, well, the reservation expired. Let me just take her to a Cheesecake Factory. And then she's like, well, I kind of wanted you to kind of like spend all this cash. Like he was going to get no cheeks. Like you could tell from her whole attitude, her whole vibe, she saw this as, right, I'm going to spend 200, 300, 400 quid of this guy and then go to a D appointment later. So then she's like, I'm refusing to get out of the car for the Cheesecake Factory. And then he's like, look, you made me wait an hour for you. I told you to get ready at 4 o'clock. And then he's like, you know what? Let me just bun the date. He had to kind of bun the date because he assumed she was live streaming.
Yeah.
So he had to save face. So he's like, listen, I'm going to just end the date here and there. Because if he was a real one, I would have booted out of the car. I would have been like, listen, get out of my car. Go get your own Uber home. Because at the end of the day, the level of disrespect she showed that guy, and then she's like, oh, don't you want to compromise? And then she's like, oh, well, we can still go to the Cheesecake Factory. Like, because she kind of let it go. Because then you realize she was like, oh, I was hungry. Those hunger pains happen as soon as you say,
Bro,
I'm not into this.
Yeah.
when
So
when he was pulling out of the parking space, and he wasn't dealing with it, that look on her face was genuine. She was like, "This guy's really taking me home," because no one puts up with more crap from women than American black men. No one does. No one does.
Because
And
I think with him, because remember, he was talking about relationship, like he was looking to get a relationship with her. She just said, "Oh, I'm gonna make this guy just spend all this cash on me," and then he kind of realized, because I reckon if the camera wasn't on him, he would have taken her to where she would have gone to. He would have called a number, but he was too embarrassed because he said to himself, "Oh, you know what? This girl's got me a live stream. I'm gonna get humiliated in front of all my friends if I kind of like backtrack," because he was like saying,
Winston, let me just jump in quickly for Hugh cares. So Hugh says that cheesecake video looks staged, and then I think yeah, Doug says I don't think that was staged. The look on her face when he left the restaurant was genuine. I'll be honest with you. The reason why people feel as if it looks it looks staged is because like you just can't believe like the rudeness, and you just can't believe that someone would be so brazen, especially when she's talking about look at all of this and look how I look and the rest of it. It was like, so
bro,
that's
it's
why it
par
looks
for the
staged,
course in America, bro. It's par for the
it's not
course.
staged. Like the fact that women's rudeness has no bounds, and I've seen that type of entitled behavior before. Like it's just that it's very entitled when they record it, because it's like you record it to put it on social media when I don't know who on social media is gonna back that. You know what I'm trying to say to you. So then they post it on social media, and it's obviously gonna get the opposite reaction that what she's gonna get. And you looked at the woman, and I'm looking at I'm like, man, she looks like a 5. She's average, like below. She looks old. So it's like, you know, all of that together, it's very real, man. It's just that people just don't believe women are like this nowadays, but women are like this.
The main part about just real quick, then something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is a mental conflict that occurs when your beliefs don't line up with your actions, right? It's you're acting like this, you film it, put it online, and expect like it doesn't work, because I think she thought that she was doing something.
Yeah.
And she's surprised by the backlash. There's one is the behavior, but two is posting it online. We can't downplay the cognitive dissonance, the disconnect of when someone acts crazy and then hits that post button. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
The crazy thing as well, I don't know if you guys saw as well, the next girl that did the 48 oysters, like these girls have really got attitude on them. So she I don't know if you guys saw it. So she got a guy, she got another 50 guy. She ordered 48 oysters. 48.
And if you look at the menu, it was $25 a plate for the oysters.
So she ordered 4 plates of them, and they said, "Oh, what we having next?" And the guy ordered 1 drink, and then the guy's like, "You know what?" He said, "Let me go to the toilet, yeah." And my guy ducked. He goes, "Listen, I'll send you money for my drink, but that's all he's gonna do." But I'm like, yeah, because the thing is, I've been on those. Like the thing that hurts the most, yeah, and I think the reason why a lot of men are now speaking is because the way I was talking to one of my boys the other day about this. So we're all men, yeah. We've all grown up with guys who we know are our brothers. You know, if we were to be a best man at someone's wedding, it'll be the guys you call bro or brother, isn't it? Now, even though you love them, you know that if you were to get into a fight, like if you see your bro get into a fight, if someone starts punching your bro up, you're gonna start fighting. You don't ask any questions. You got his back. Now, these same guys might not be successful with women. So what men are now looking at is like saying, these are the same guys that I know this guy would treat a woman with a heart of gold. But then women could see, oh, I can smell this guy's not that great with women. I'm going to just use him for this. So now guys are like giving other guys this advice. And that's where people like China come in, where they come and they go, oh, let's help these men understand the way these women are. Because even when you speak to those women, and it's like you said, the girl goes, oh, it's giving sassy. He's like, what are you going on about? Like, it's just an Instagram post. And they always seem to think that because they got a little social media following, that they're equal to us. Like they think, oh, I got a little 100,000 followers because I'm showing pictures of my backside, I'm showing pictures of my feet and whatnot. And like you think, oh, I'm on social media. I'm an influencer. No, you're not. You're on the internet, but you're not making real change. Guys are only following you because they're DMing you to smash you.
You're busting it open for $9.99.
No, but the thing is, and the thing
Yo, what's
is,
going on? We got silent business in the chat. What's going on, bro? Welcome.
Oh, sorry. Let my other brother with the blue cap talk. I'm sorry. Let you go for it, brother.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we
loud
can.
and clear, bro. Loud and clear.
Oh, nice. What's going on, gentlemen? Yeah, I hear what you guys are saying, and yeah, we can tell it's a lot of bad behavior that's been adopted nowadays days. But also, we've kind of got to look at the side of the men who are allowing themselves to let this happen to them. You understand? Because I'm sure, I don't know if it's like, say, for instance, you're in the girl's DMs or you got numbers speaking. I'm sure you've had a certain level of conversation before you've gone out on these dates, so you kind of can tell kind of where you're at. You understand? So now if you allow yourself to go on these dates, knowing that likely scenario, you ain't going to get nothing, what type of female she is, but then you still have the expectation, and then you still splurge out, spend all this money, and then you feel butthurt. Or nowadays days, it's kind of like a social media trend to post almost any type of shameful behavior that's done to somebody. You understand?
Yeah.
So
my only counter to that, just real quick, is that people act differently, especially women. Women act differently in groups, and they act differently when that camera's on, bro. That's but keep going.
Nah, I fully hear what you're saying, and I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying we need to also share some accountability on terms of these men that are so-called speaking to these women and putting themselves in these situations. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes.
But I think one of the problems that you got when you talk about the men getting themselves into situations with women is, I think one of the things is you got to remember, a man goes through gets so many no's that by the time he gets a yes, you're like, Jesus Christ, I actually have to try and do something with this yes. You understand? And that's how you get into a situation. And who cares? I can tell you right now, I've been in so many bad situations that I completely believe that is a real thing. Like, it's one of those ones where you're like, this has happened to me. Like, I've been on some really bad, it's one of those ones where it's like, this must be a sitcom, or, if you say to someone, oh, I went on this really bad day, and I start telling you that, you're like, you're lying. There's no way. It's like, no, I've been on days that bad. But what I'd say to you is, sorry, and there's a lady that's on the chat as well. Let's let her speak. Sorry, I'm not trying to moderate, but I don't want to just take it over.
Emperor.
Yes. The worst thing a guy can do on a date is to leave without, you just walk out or lie that, let me go to the bathroom and just leave. That is the worst thing a guy can do on a date.
Yep, I've done it many times. I've done it many times.
Can I tell you one thing?
That is the worst thing.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
For a man to leave, you have disrespected him.
Yep.
You got to remember that when we take a woman out, remember, I go to work, right? I've got a family. I've got a mum. I've got my brother, my sister that I love, yeah? I've got my friends. You're a stranger. You're someone that I don't know. I've treated you better than I'm treating the majority of the people that I've ever met.
Doesn't warrant walking out of a date. You can say, excuse me, please, or I'm not enjoying the date and walk, but just stay in the bedroom then you start to escape.
No.
That is very bad.
Women can't handle rejection, though. And they start getting hype. Yeah, start getting hype.
You got to remember, you don't get rejected. Men get rejected. Men hear so many no's that when women see it and they're like, okay, cool. Because if a woman's ordering 4 platters of oysters and said what we're eating next, she's then going to be like, I'm expecting your pet. I've been on a date where a woman done that. She ordered 3 desserts and she looked at me. She goes, oh, you're paying, right? I'm like, no.
Sometimes like, oh, that's not in my budget. But walking out, no.
I've had women try to order a meal for the next day, bro. I've had, yeah.
That's happened to me.
And so what happens is because Empress.
One person speak. It's gonna get else you want to hear.
The worst part about it is, how's that conversation even supposed to go? And think about it is women you're never gonna be with a guy where you're gonna have to pay on a date and he orders too much. You're saying, oh yeah, men, you should have the conversation when you're never gonna have to have the conversation because men are taking you out. So you
And you got,
like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Even
sorry, and you got to remember, we
okay,
pay.
sorry.
Sorry, we've taken you out. Yeah, we've paid the date. I've taken time out of my life. Yeah, I've taken my hard time out of my life. I could be spending time with my little sister. I could be watching
The
Dragon Ball
woman
Z. I
too.
could be watching. Sorry, let me finish. I could be watching Dragon Ball Z. I could spend time with my little brother, my little sister. I could be spending time with people that I know that would die for me. I've seen you. I've asked you out. I said, all right, cool. There's a little common thing of respect. And one thing I'm going to tell my sister, who's just turned 19, the one I was talking about that's gone to university, is if you go on a date with a man, one thing that I want to make sure that you do is you buy the guy a drink. Don't ask him if he wants a drink. When you start setting up the date, ask him what his favorite drink is, and when you go to the bar, just buy him a couple of drinks. The main reason why men walk out and won't tell you is because they know that you have no interest in them, that you see them as a wallet, and you're just looking at it and saying free food. If you understand how emotional that some men get, like the most emotional I ever got with a woman is that one time she sent me brownies. Like I was 36, and that's the first time that a woman's ever sent me a present, and I got overly emotional. She was really shocked at how emotional I got. But I'm like, you have never been put in someone's phone as free food. Women put men under
That
their
is the thing.
phone.
Who approaches this woman? You approach this woman. You like
In
you approach
America,
this particular woman. That means you don't
Empress,
bet their
stop.
you don't bet their behavior.
Empress, stop. Empress, stop. Empress, stop.
Free food.
I'm saying to you, women have men as free food. Women have
in
men
America,
that drive them.
35% of women go
Yes.
out with men for free food.
In
They got you
in
as
Nigeria,
gas.
we
They
call
got you
them
as
maga.
all types of.
No, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying
but
to you
yeah,
is what you're saying, Empress, is the guys left. But what the guys realize is the woman has no interest. If you've come and you start chatting with the guy, you start vibing with the guy, are you telling me the guy's gonna leave? If you're there complimenting him, understanding him, you ordered, and it's not about the reason why men are saying to other men, take women on coffee dates is because women will see the opportunity to get a free meal. I, as a man, I would love to have a free meal. If a woman came and she paid you a bit of respect, men don't mind. Like men would do. Every man here will agree. If a woman pays you some respect, you don't mind doing anything for her. If she came in and she's like being respectful, she's done her thing. Like the same girl at the Cheesecake Factory, she made the guy wait for an hour and then refused to get out of the car. She's disrespecting, and the guy said, "You know what? I'm just gonna cut the date." If anything, all the men are criticizing the man because he was too polite to her. I would have kicked her out of the car and said, "Listen, get Uber back home. I'm not taking you back."
but
No,
yeah, but you have to
let me kind
understand.
of
This is what I'm
explain
saying.
something. Let me kind of explain something. It's the men that walk up to women and ask them to go on a date with them. The woman didn't go and ask you, "Oh, come and buy for me free food." No, the men walk up to this woman, ask them to a restaurant. In the woman's mind, because I'm friends with a lot of these girls, they're like, "Ah, thank God, this a man just asked me out. To their friends will be like, bring something for us, or bring something for us." So they'll be like, "Yeah, okay, don't worry, I'll bring something for you." So they go on these days, they expect the men to pay because the men ask them. Some of them not going to be actually interested, but because of you have asked them already. And you know the woman that you ask.
Okay,
So when they go on these dates, they actually order just for the man to escape through the back
Can
door.
okay.
I chime in? Can I chime in quickly?
Yeah. Let the guy with the hat talk.
Go for it, brother.
Go ahead.
Can I chime in quickly? You know what it is what I understand what you guys are saying, right? But sometimes when men get attention, sometimes they're too quick to jump. Because especially if you don't have any options, you're too quick to jump when you get a certain type of attention. You understand? And as I'm saying, I'm the sort of person, if I get your number, I will kind of know whether we're going on a date or not just by the conversations we're having. You understand? And how more or less the date is going to turn out. So I'm not going to turn up on the date hoping and wishing and thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to... For me, that's not how it works. You understand? I already work out how it's going to work through the phone call.
Yes.
You know, the amount of times we've talked, you know, like the type of attention she's showing me. Like she's calling me and texting me. It's like, oh, okay. She's on to me. Oh, okay, this is cool. Hey, yo, what going? You wanna go out this Saturday, go for a little drink, boom, boom. Simple, because you already know. You get me? You're getting that attention from her. If you're not getting no attention from a female, but you're chasing, but then she's like, okay, this man is chasing, okay, free meal. You're
Yeah.
offering yourself as a free meal.
Yes.
So you can't be
That would
upset
that would
now that
actually
she takes
happen.
you as a
No.
free
It's
meal.
not the free meal part that you're not. Look. Here's the thing. Women aren't going to approach men. They're not going to get on one knee to propose to men. Men have to approach women. So all a woman has to do is be respectful. That's it. And the problem with both those scenarios is women want love. Men want respect. If a man asks you out and you're not feeling him, it's not the fact that he lost. Okay, I used to tell the guys I would mentor, don't date unless you have disposable time and resources, because that's what you have to do as a man. But a woman, all she has to do is show up and be respectful. But the problem is it wasn't the meal. It was you can't even respect a guy who's taking you out on a date. That's not saying that you owe.
No.
Women don't owe men anything.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
I want to say
Empress.
something. It's like sometimes it's the way the man presents himself. Some men present themselves like as if they are bait to be taken advantage of. Like some guys actually approach not with their personality or anything, but what the woman can actually see. Like you say a guy walk up to me like, let me take you, because one of the biggest malls we have here is ShopRite. So the guy like, let me take you to ShopRite. Let me buy you this, buy you that, just go and do this with me. And I was like, no, I actually don't have time for this. It's a very busy period of my life. But like, don't worry, I'll take care of you, I'll do this, I'll do that. So he actually presented himself as somebody to be taken advantage of. In Nigeria, we call them magas, those ones that come not with their personality or anything, but those ones that want to get the girl by what they have. Those ones that the girl will save their name as, not save their name, or just put anything.
But even if a guy's taking you shopping, you can be respectful about it. It's about you're still talking about the material part. Men, we take L's when it comes to our resources because we have to date. We have to take that risk. All a woman has once again, women are talking about something that they're never going to have to do. It's not about parting with the money and the materials. It's about the respect. If a guy's taking you on a shopping trip, don't be yelling and screaming at him while he's doing it. That's all I'm saying. And the two women in these instances were being disrespectful. It's not the fact that the guy was taking him out on a date. What are you not seeing about this?
But what I'm saying, right? You say, look, she goes out on a date, she's being disrespectful to the man. Yeah, we understand that. But ain't the man putting himself in that position to be disrespected?
No.
You're
wrong. You are wrong.
Don't you know what type of female you're taking out on a date?
No, 60% of people in the United States meet online. Okay, 60%. It used to be 60% of people met at work until 2008 and 2009. Most people in the West, in the UK, the United States, meet online. You can only get to know someone so much by meeting someone online. So a lot of people, when they first meet, it's the first time they've actually met. I recommend meeting in person, but the problem with that in the United States is that whole M2 thing and people making accusations and all that stuff. A lot of us guys in the man space say don't approach women in public. Try to have friends introduce you. Try to meet to a freaking activity. More people are meeting online where you don't meet the traditional way anymore because women keep saying don't approach me, leave me alone, or they have that standard where if you're devastatingly good looking, you can say whatever you want. But if you're not attractive, women in the United States and women in the West find 80% of men unattractive. 80%. So what I'm saying is, I
hear you, but
no. Hey, just one last thing. If you take a woman out on a date, that's you. Except there are rules on both sides to dating. Men should be respectful and shouldn't expect anything from a woman. But that's the same thing with a woman. A woman has rules too. The least you can do is be respectful. And if you're not going to be respectful to a man, don't go out with him in the first place.
See, the thing is that a lot of people don't appreciate. So Empress. So the one thing that I see a lot of women say is that they'll go onto a date if they're just bored. Like that's what the girl with the oyster said. She goes,
"There you go.
I was bored. And, it's a Saturday night. You haven't been asked out by the guys, and let's say 2-3 months that you really like, and then the guy's hitting you up, you go to yourself, you know what, I'm bored, payday's round the corner, I want to go to a nice spot. Then we go to a nice spot and just literally just take this guy for a fool. And
That's
then you're there,
disrespectful. Off the
and
jump.
and then if you want to do that to a guy, you got to remember the guy doesn't want to be in a confrontation because you don't know what this woman's going to do, because you don't know where she's going to shout or scream, because remember, they're all posting it online now. So what the guy just did, he just said,
Wait,
you know what, let me just
sorry,
no. So
sorry, but
with
you
most
you
guys,
you guys,
no, if
Go
you
ahead,
want the
Empress.
guy,
Oh, go ahead. Good.
if
okay,
you want the
you
guy,
guys are speaking like guys that normally go on date are very serious, looking for some guys just go on a date without actually being serious, kind of guys that go on a date just to take another woman home and that kind of thing. But you guys are actually talking as like the men go there being serious, women go there out of boredom most times. Sometimes a woman can actually go there being serious, the man can actually be the one not going there being and not being serious. It can be either way. Yeah, some women go out of boredom. So do some men to also take women on expensive dates, expensive this and the woman may still be disrespectful, and the man will still keep up with you what he wants in the
no,
ending.
do you want to tell you a statistic, Empress? I'll tell you a statistic, yeah.
Okay.
100% of men
Okay.
go on dates to get laid. 100% of men go on dates to get laid. Now it's up to the
And some
woman
women
whether
know these
she.
statistics.
No. There's no man ever takes someone on a date without him wanting to at least have sex with her sometime down the line. It's just an impossible. It just has never happened. Men don't take women on dates. It's never happened that a man's ever taken a woman out on a date in the history of the world without him actually wanting to have sex with her sometime down the line. It might not be that night, but eventually he will, right? All we're saying is
And some women know
these
that this is
women,
what the man wants.
huh?
I'm
I'm
saying
telling
that
you,
some men
100%.
actually know, some women actually know.
No, what I'm saying is, if a man takes you out on a date, these women know that the guy sees something in them, yeah? What these women have then
Yes.
done, they
He
said,
sees himself in them, all right.
pardon?
So he sees himself in them.
Facts.
Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on.
No. So what I was saying is, when what you said was the guys have like quietly left and they haven't told the woman. But the reason why is because the woman with the guy, he's got to do everything with a date. The thing, as well as they probably won't appreciate with a lot of women, is they don't take responsibility for the date. If the date goes well, it's all down to the man. If the date goes badly, it's all down to the man. And the guy's looking at the bill, and it's not even about the money, but it's about right, you've ordered 4 plates of oysters, and then you want to eat more food. So you haven't gone on a
Now this
date.
comes down to the ego, to the pride of men. Men will see women ordering and ordering and ordering and won't tell her to stop. It's only when he's
What?
now sees
I
the thing
definitely
is too
will.
much. Now
If
looks for
I
a way
see
to
you
run.
ordering stuff I can't afford for, I'm telling you to stop. I'm telling you to
Now
stop.
that's it. That's what I want to hear. When you see a woman actually ordering out of your budget, you tell her no, it's okay. Like you don't have to worry about it hurting your pride or something. Like you don't have to go to the bathroom then look for a way to escape. That is just actually wrong. I feel like if because a woman doesn't know your budget, she doesn't know how much you earn per month, she doesn't know your salary, she doesn't know anything
Okay,
right now. You are still in the middle of the dates. So you
let
actually
me ask you a
lost
question.
um
Let me ask you a question.
okay. Yeah.
If you go out with your friends, you go out with your female friends. Do you
Yes.
just order up the place? Do you order everything on the menu if you go out with your female friends?
No, no.
Why not? Because you have to pay.
Because,
One second.
yes.
The reason why the men have left is because they know they're like, I'm gonna order everything I can. There's only gonna be 2 or 3 times in my life. They can date as many men as they want and not be interested, but they don't have the intention to pay. If they were going out and they knew they had to pay, they would say, when you go out anytime you go out for lunch, whether it's lunch, dinner, whatever, with a friend, you always have a budget in your head, don't you?
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
when you're saying the woman doesn't know the man's budget, they didn't order the man never left because the woman ordered a plate of 1 plate of oysters or 2 plates. She's gone and she's purposely ordering up everything she can. There's been there've been stories of men, and we've heard it in person. You see it online, where a man's taking a girl on a date, and the girl goes to the bartender. What's the most expensive drink that you have? And the guy's looking at the bartender. He's like, and the bartender
Why
says,
can't men say no?
"No, you don't get it. When you say no, you're now lowering your value. Now saying, now she's gonna try and shame you. See, you're shaming the men. That shame insults guilt and the need to be right. You're guilting, you're shaming the men, you're insulting them, and you're guilting them, and you need to be right. What I'm saying to you is, with men, when you're spending the money, when you go out with your friends, or if you go out with your family, you don't just order absolutely everything, because at the end of the day, you know you're gonna have to pay that bill. When you don't have to pay that bill, you don't care what you order. It's not that the girls
I understand your point. I understand your point of view, but the thing here is that if a man and a woman go on a date, I understand that if I were to pay myself, I won't actually order this much. But I'm not the one paying, so I don't know the other person's mind. I just continue ordering, and if the person says no, this is past my budget, you will know where to stop, so you will not be left
it's not
stranded
about
there. You will know where
it's
to
not
stop.
about the budget. Put the budget to one side. It's not about the budget. She's not ordering because it's expensive. She's ordering because she's like, all right, I don't have to pay. It's not about how much money the man has. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
So what you're saying is,
Uh,
you're saying that the man has got a certain budget. What I'm saying to you is, I could tell you stories. There was a woman that once said she went on a date with a guy, and she goes to the
okay.
guy, I only eat steak when I go out. And she was looking at the menu. She goes, I'm sure this place has steak, but it doesn't say steak. But it didn't say steak. It's a T-bone and ribeye. So it has the types of steak, but it didn't say steak. So she lied. Women go out to spend a man's resources, right? What you're trying to say is,
Okay.
why doesn't the guy say no if the girl's trying to spend more money? But if you take out women, you don't understand. The woman can shame you, or the woman could walk out. Let's say, that, for instance, that girl with the 4 oysters, that ordered 4 plates of oysters, she walked out, the man will still have to pay. But the girl
So the
has
men
no
prefer to work
intention.
out and the woman working out.
Huh?
So I think that the woman can work out if the man refuses to continue paying. So the men prefer to be the one to work out and the woman working out.
Yeah, because you ordered the food. Why shouldn't you pay?
No. Like if a woman is ordering, I
This
just
is what
believe
I'm
that
saying.
the part okay.
Like, like, this is what I'm saying. Men nowadays days, I don't know if it's nowadays days or even back in the day, they get a bit of attention and they're quick to jump. You understand? We're asking women to vet men, and we're not asking men to vet women to see what type of woman you're taking out on a date. What we got media devices. What we don't want to talk on the phones no more. You get me? What we don't want to video call no more. You get me? To see real interest. What are we doing? Like, why have we got to the date and you don't even know what type of female you're dealing with? This is what I'm saying. Men are moving mad. We have media devices. She gave you her Instagram and her number for a reason. Sometimes a female don't even know if she likes you yet.
Yeah.
You should understand where I'm coming from. Like, get on the phone, chat,
Yeah.
and find out if
No.
you actually want to take this female out on a date. I get what you're saying about the disrespect and the men leaving and all that. I get all of that. But we shouldn't even got to that stage. We shouldn't even got to that stage of the man even pulling out money.
Yes.
We should have still be on the stage of whether it's not, is this a decent chick, a decent female to take out on a date? You understand? Whether we have sex now or down the line, or am I going to enjoy the date? Is she going to be, responsive, like communicating back and forth? You understand? Because you already realize on the phone, the way how you're talking, that's kind of like how it's going to go on the date. You understand?
Yes. Can you just a
kind of
random
know
woman
what you're
to a
dealing with.
date? It's
So it's a bit mad when guys are going on dates and claiming, oh, she's a bit mad and I've spent this money. Like, what, you didn't know the kind of gas she was taking out on the date?
yeah.
It's mad thing.
Yes, you're supposed to actually know a bit about her before you actually take her on a date. And some guys be acting surprised when they actually meet the lady. Like you are sure this is not a blind date because you actually had, even if a blind date itself, you actually you actually have a number. You talk on the days that before you actually meet. You get to know her personality, got the person that she is. You don't just go on dates with random people, and then you find out that she doesn't have no interest in you. How can she have interest in you when she doesn't even know anything about you? Some people don't even know their names before they even meet on the date.
And sometimes what it is, men, like, as I said, they're so, like, they get the attention and they jump to it so quick that it's like they force the date. You understand where I'm coming from? They force the date, and it's like the female noticed this. And if you're saying females are after men's resources, protection, and provision, and that sort of stuff, why isn't she not going to take a free meal? You understand, with some guy that's forcing it down the throat. Come on the date with me. Come, I'll
Yeah.
pay. I'll pay. I'll pay. Like this is it's a bit mad. You get me? Obviously, I'm not saying the
Yes.
female should not be accountable for her behavior and that. I'm just saying men should be accountable for the type of females they want to take out on dates and then complain about it after.
Yes. And I wanted to add is that, like, I have some friends where some guys will just walk up to them and be like, let me take you out or something. And they don't even know these girls very well. And I was looking at, I'm like, this is my friend. I actually know this person very well. Like, you're just going to go and waste your money. And like, I just know from the first get go. And so men actually are just in denial that this person will actually just reject them. So they actually want to just show all show the woman what you think that the woman is not seeing. Like, when you go there, you dress up in this way, dress up like some men actually dress up in a very fancy with them, go chain, different things, and the woman start look the man up and down when you come for a date. I'm like, this guy can actually pay all the bills. Then she starts to order, then the man, you start realizing that the man just showing up that way, that's to impress her, and then she starts to order, and the man says, excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom. Then that's when you get all these posts on social media where a woman is calling a man out for leaving her behind at a restaurant.
No, but the thing is, when you're just saying that the woman's left the guy's left the woman behind at the restaurant. But what I'm saying is, guys don't typically do that. The only reason why she's done that is because she has given off so many red flags that it's in his best interest to kind of leave and evade the situation. So that's why he's just left her at the restaurant, because it's not in his best interest to speak to her, because she has done so many bad things that there's no point in him continuing the date. So I understand what my brother in the blue cap says. Sorry, I don't know. I can't remember your name, brother.
Silent business.
Silent business. Silent business. I appreciate what you're saying when you say that guys are a little bit thirsty, but you got to remember that some guys will start asking out women, and we might have like patches. Like, I know me, there might be patches like 2, 3, 4 months where I'm just going out every single Saturday, every single Sunday with a different girl, and then there'll be like another 3, 4 months where I won't ever take a woman out. So when you get back into the flow of things, you kind of lose your muscle memory. It's like when you go to the gym and you like have your muscle memory. That's what I see it. So I understand what you mean with like some guys get bare thirsty, but that might be the first girl he's asked out in like maybe 2 or 3 years. So he's not gonna be 100%. He's not gonna be all there, and that's part of the problems why.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He wants it too much. If man doesn't want it so much, if you don't want the girls inside so much, like honestly, you wouldn't be finessed that easy. You understand where I'm coming from? Like,
yeah.
No, but
I also want to add,
because what it is, I get that you ain't been out on a date in months or whatever, right? And this is probably the first girl you're chatting to. You can't be acting like this is the end all be all. She blatantly would see that, and like if she's not that type of decent chick, she will try to finesse you. You understand?
yes.
So you can still kind of be like, you know what? Let me chat to her. Let me chat to this one. Let me chat to this one. I'm not having sex. I'm just keeping my options open. See which one best suits me right now to take out on a date and do whatever we're doing. Understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, and also to add one thing, some men when approaching a woman, they look so beautiful. Like, yeah, like so beautiful. Like usually just like you see some men be like, please, can I just take you out, please? And you're like, no, I'm busy. Like, please, can I just take you, please? Please, we can just go to this place. We can just go. I would be like, you'll be like, if I turn this man down, your heart will be like,
Empress, I tell you
you'll be
what.
like,
How many times have you approached a man in your life?
That's
I can
mad.
never.
Pardon?
I can never.
You could never approach a man, okay? So you need to pay a man a little bit more respect. Because I tell you what, if you go up to a stranger, and I can tell you what, if you see some of the ways how women brutally reject men, you understand why sometimes your confidence takes a battering. It's not a thing where you laugh at men and say, "Oh, he's pitiful, he's pitiful." I can tell you something now.
Trust.
If you haven't been on the front lines, you don't approach men. You wait for men to approach you. And I can tell you something
Yes,
now.
but that's because I'm actually waiting. Okay.
Pardon?
No, continue,
No,
please.
I asked you, have you ever approached a man? You said, I could never. So when you say a man's
Yes.
pitiful for approaching a woman, I'd say pay that man a little bit more respect, because that's something that you've never done, and you could never do that according to you. So don't say a
No,
guy's pitiful. What's
I'm
let me
not.
finish, because you said it's
Okay.
pitiful, but I'm just trying to tell you that I've been there where sometimes you want to approach a woman. Let's say every guy's been here, and you can ask this to any man in your life. 100% of men have been in a great mood, and you see a beautiful woman, and you approach her, and she's absolutely disrespectful to you and ruins your mood. And you might do that 2 or 3 times. Once again, and then the 4th time, you might see a different woman. You're in a great mood, and you say, you know what? I would rather not speak to her because I'm in such a great mood, and the last 2 or 3 times it's not worked out for me. So when you say a guy's pitiful, it's because he's approached women, and it's not an easy skill. Women just assume that men have to be able to just go out and approach women, and like this is why China will tell you the top 20% of men that deal with 80% of the women is because they go out and approach loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of women, and they get really good at it. That's why when you talk about the vibe or you talk about the energy, it's because they speak and they deal with so many different women that they know how to moderate. And like speaking to women is a skill, right? Like any other skill.
I
So
understand what you're saying, but what I want to say is that you need to see sometimes it's where I'm never being disrespectful to anybody that approaches me, but like it's one area I normally pass. A particular road, there are 2 roads to reach a particular site. But if I try to pass that road, I stop passing there because you see some guys will meet you and be like, please, please give me your phone number. And the way I try to talk to you is not like, please give me your phone number, or I try to state even in a manner that touch you, but actually in a kind of manner that you won't be afraid of people looking at you. You're like, please just give me your phone number, please. I won't even disturb you. I won't even. And sometimes it gets too much. Like when you say no the first time and you say no the second time, in fact, you can't actually keep your. How I say, you can't actually not. You try not to sound aggressive the 4th or 5th time, because when you say no the first time, no the second time, no the 3rd time, you actually get this little emotion, this little passive aggressive, this little aggressiveness. Like, no, it's okay, just leave me alone. I not if you actually feel meant to be angry. You just that it's happening for a long time and you want you to stop.
yeah, so I
And guys
understand
don't
what you're saying. So what you're saying is
and
that
guys don't
sometimes
actually
a guy will
know.
approach you and he won't take no for an answer. It's because particularly he might be more introverted. So with a lot of introverts, they're not as socially attuned to hearing the word no. And you got to remember that with some women, they will always do the first refusal, which will be the first time you ask a woman for her number, she'll say no as a defensive responsibility. And then it might take take a man 4 tries to get your number. It might take another woman 8 tries to get a number. It might take another woman 2 tries. But I understand what you mean when you're like, oh, the guy might be a little bit
I'd
meek
say
and X, Y, Z.
I think after 3 tries, you should just leave a woman alone.
It's easy for you to say that. It's easy to say,
It's
after
true.
2 tries.
It's true. It's true. Like, Empress, it's quite easy to say that, but like men have been in the position where, we've approached women, we're trying to spit some semblance of whatever game is. You understand? And it's like you get that first initial knockback, or you get that, oh, I've got a boyfriend. but then you continue talking, and then you spit in certain type of game. She's laughing now, and now it's like, okay, like B, you know what? Let me take your number and see what I go on, boom, boom. And she's like, okay, yeah, cool, take my number, but it's then I thought you said you had a boyfriend. It's like, nah, I just said that because at first I wasn't feeling you and all this type of trash, and then it's like, oh, okay. You understand? So you kind of, over time, kind of like when you're approaching women, you kind of know certain things that, they would say to kind of be on the defensive. You understand? So you kind of push past certain things and see if they really mean no. And sometimes you can tell when a woman really means no.
Yeah, so
Yes,
like
that's men.
You know what
So
I'll
men
say?
try.
Yeah,
I find it hard to be able.
you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say it's like, like men have always approached women. Men have always approached women. But we're in a time in the world now where, like, I said it before. I don't approach women. I don't approach women. When women approach
Do
me,
women approach you?
yeah, I've said it quite. I've said it quite a lot. That I don't approach women. The women are the ones that approach me, and the reason that is well, to be fair, it's how I've been for a while. But I believe when a woman has an interest or wants a man, she can make it well known. They can always make the interest known, and then it's up to you. I'm not telling a woman to come and ask me for my number. No, I'm saying a woman can
Mm-hmm.
look at you, she can give you the signal, and then you can do what it is as a man to go in there. And I think, to be
Yes.
honest, it is traditionally it's kind of always been like that. But some men like to just go out there and try to chat to every girl, especially if a woman's not even looking in your direction. Like, don't try to grab her arm, don't try to speak. Like, I've always been one of those people. That's not who I am. So I can never be in a scenario where I would have a woman ever because just the way I am. But then again, one of my friends, what he says is he's like, oh, he got to look him in the eyes when he kills him. So he's a hunter. So he's like, look, a lion. He's like, I have to go out there and I have to go out there and get my woman. I can't, you know what I mean? And it's different. But I do believe, like it's in a weird time now where a lot of guys get filmed when they try to speak to a girl. Oh, they start with bringing out their phones and putting them on social media. So men are in a precarious time where even doing a lot of the things traditionally, which were men, which we do, you can't do. And, and that's, yeah, I don't want to be in a time where you have to think like that, but I always think like that because I'm a black man and unfortunately, society doesn't, if you look at historically how society treats you, you don't tend to get the good end of the deal. So you got to always protect yourself, especially when you do podcasts and stuff. And I think sometimes people kind of, I think sometimes people kind of forget that a little bit,
Yes.
that's why
And
Yeah, that's that.
and the fact that some men can't actually read the room or read woman. Like if a woman is looking at you with kind of eyes, like I've seen many guys walk up to my friends, like, and the girl actually giving him these eyes, that if I see somebody giving these eyes, I know, like, oh, I should just leave this person alone. But the guys actually be persistent. Like the girl will be looking these eyes, like the eyes will be giving, like, you're boring me out, or like you're disturbing me, and they actually kind of still stick there. If a woman actually likes a man, the kind of eyes she gives him is different. You would know by the body movement, by everything. But if she doesn't, the kind of eyes that she'll give him, she's supposed to know, like, she's supposed to back up at that moment. But no, they keep insisting until she turns aggressive. And they'll
You
start
know
wondering,
what,
like, whoa, chill, chill.
Empress. Some of what you said is
Yes.
cool, but some of what you said there I can't agree with. Because, like, you know what it is? We're in a day and age where women are doing mad things for attention. So they would even give you, as you would say, eyes or some kind of common signal for attention. Then you go over and then it's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Now her validation button has been pushed. You understand? And it's like, okay, cool. I don't want you now. You can go back over there. Understand? So you women are playing some mad kind of game, some attention validation game where it's like you're probably signaling a man, but you don't really want him. You just want him to come and validate you, and then like you understand. So
Yeah,
you
I
guys are kind of
understand that.
warping the game a bit. You guys are kind of warping the game a bit. You understand?
So I think
Sometimes,
I think one of the things is with women, especially with you, Empress, it's like you assume that a man should know absolutely everything about a woman and that he should know, oh, if and you're talking about certain body language and certain things that if a guy hasn't approached a woman in time, or if a guy hasn't really, you gotta remember that when it comes to like talking to women, the landscape's changed significantly from what it was even like 10 years ago. Remember, most people now just are like on
Facts.
dating apps. They're on Tinder, they're on Hinge, they're on Bumble. Like I don't use dating apps because I don't believe in them. And
Neither do I. I
most
don't,
women, pardon?
I don't believe in that.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I don't believe in dating apps because I find that the thing is, it's just all a way just to cater to a woman's ego, where she can be like, and like the thing as well, they're like, oh, once the perfect guy approaches me, I'm gonna know exactly what to say. And if you actually speak to a woman and you message her, I can tell you get the most deadest conversation. Like I don't think women understand. Just every guy's been there where you just hi, hi, and they're expecting you to say something like magical. They're like, oh, can't you impress me with what you're gonna say? Like, there's only so many things that you can actually say, and like you even laugh in silent business because you know what I'm saying, brother. You know that, right?
Facts. Facts.
Oh, they all think that, oh, once the right guy comes in, messages me, I'm gonna just go and like get in the conversation. But typically they just say hi, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that kind of thing. Let me tell you why that happens. Let me use it like a job interview kind of thing. Like now, imagine the woman at the interviewers. There are many men that come there, right? So you actually have to say something that will actually catch the attention of the interviewer. You can't just go there and be like, and you go, good morning, good morning. Then they ask your name, you say your name, then you sit down there, waiting for the interviewer to talk to you first. After the interviewer is actually waiting for you to say something like, a woman, what she wants, like there are many people in their DMs, like my friends, they have many people in their DMs. The one they actually talk to someone that actually caught their attention. So if you're actually looking for someone that can, you're looking for something real with this person, you have to try to make yourself, let her see something in your personality, none of
But
the hi, hey,
it's is like we said, it's great you saying that, but how many women do you think we have to try? So you're telling me with every single woman that accepts me, I got to come up with something new and witty for every single woman. And even if I do come with that thing with a woman, you got to remember that you guys look at the times. Oh, how many words has he said to me? How long has it been since he last messaged me? What has he messaged me? You guys look at so many different metrics. Like guys, like, listen, are we doing this or not? Like, we're grown men. I'm a grown man. I'm 38. I run my own business. I'm looking at employing people. You really think I got the time to like message a woman and go, oh, I got to try and think of every single amazing thing that you're gonna think.
that
I
is
got
the
no.
thing. You
It's
got
like
to show your effort, the effort you put inside it.
No,
So you just want to be like, oh,
no,
another random
Empress,
person you
stop it.
messaged.
no,
Empress, stop it. Let me show you what happens, right? In that scenario, women most of the time engage in a certain type of conversation when they're very much interested in the man. Whether they've seen the man's profile or whatever the case is, whether it's on Instagram or somewhere else, or they've seen his profile out on road. You understand where I'm coming from? She more time
Yeah.
is attracted in that man. That's why she can talk and come up with all this conversation. When she's not interested or attracted to the man, maybe sometimes she's being polite, but they just say, hey, hi, okay, thank you. And it's like, you understand, but I realize more times than none when they're actually attracted to you, they will find ways of making up conversation, little sneaky ways of even contacting you. And it's like, what is this? Like,
Yes, you can actually make somebody to be attracted to you. Like even if someone do not have an interest in you from the get-go, what you can actually say can make somebody, like some women are attracted to intelligence, some are attracted to funny guys. You can't just know by your face if you're a funny guy or if you're an intelligent guy. You know by your face. It's actually what you say. And if you were to approach the woman first on dating app or online, it's actually what you say that actually, because many guys have been and they're like many guys. So you can't just go there and making conversation with every guy, especially the guy that actually, right, makes her interested in the conversation. And women also pay attention to one thing called time. So if I were to message you 1 hour ago and I see that you're online and you didn't answer, it took you how many minutes to answer? It kind of shows that you're not actually interested. Like women really
no,
look
but
at the time.
what's it gonna? But what did I just tell you, Empress? I'm 38 years old. I've got a family. I've got a little brother that I've got to train up. I've got a little sister that's gone to university. I've got staff that I'm looking to expand for my business. Yes, I am online. I've got other people, and you just think that my world should revolve around you, and I haven't even met you, and that's what you're
No,
saying. No.
no, I'm not saying that. It's
Let me
simple.
finish. You just you
Okay.
cut me off because you know I'm right.
Sorry.
You're saying that, oh, he's not interested.
Right.
No, I'm online. You can put in as much effort. You're like, oh, well, I got to interview you and see whether you're worth my interest. Like, I know the value that I bring. That's why I don't go into dating apps, because I'm like, there's no point me going into a dating app for a woman to just use me to cater to her ego. I remember I was on, the only dating app I was on was Facebook dating for a little while, like literally about 7 days. And the reason why I came off of it is because I saw that one girl added me, because she was a white lady. She added me and she asked me a couple of questions. Just asked me, "Are you all the way single?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Do you want to do something?" She's like, "Oh, well, I don't want to do X, Y, Z." And then I went to her profile one time and I saw another guy, like one of those thirsty messages. Then I realized she was just collecting black men to like cater to her ego. So I blocked her and I just came off Facebook dating. I said, I'm not doing this dating app anymore. So it's great when you say, oh, is the guy really interested? But I've got other things. I haven't got time to like message women like that. If you're not gonna show me mutual interest, because yeah, I might be looking to date you, but at the end of the day, you know, there's other women out there that it might take me. I don't know. When I did my Facebook dating thing, I literally, it took me about an hour to get one girl on a date that I met the next day. And after that, I said, right, I'm not gonna use it anymore. But you can't keep thinking that you're the center of my universe. At the end of the day, I've got other things to do. And if you think that, oh, well, the guy's online, he hasn't messaged me, that means he's not interested. No. I've got other things to do. I've got other people to speak to. I've got friends. I've got family that's not there. You're just a random woman, and you're not gonna ask me on a date. So if I ask you on a date and you say and you don't give me a positive thing, cool. Why should I? Why should we do that for you?
That's the thing. That's your own point of view. Like, yes, I'm a busy man. I have this thing, but women are not seeing it like that. What we see is that we have a list. We have different people there, different guys, different ones. We can't just start talking to everybody seriously, or wait for this one to answer, wait for the other one to answer. Then, because if we're talking to many people, if a
let me
guy
ask you
actually
a
sees our
question.
conversation, we're not talking to everybody.
Empress, if you can't talk to so many people, how do you filter these? So how do you filter the guys out that you want to talk to then if there's so many? Like there must be a strategy
Yes.
of filtering the guys out that you want to talk to before you even get to reading their messages, right? And I'm guessing it's by their
Yes.
looks, right?
Not only okay.
So
Let me tell you
as I said,
a
what I
woman's
was saying
way.
before, there must be some level of attraction for her to even want to even click that
Yes.
open to even want to reply. You understand where I'm coming from? So
Yeah.
you women are coming up with this
Yeah.
facade that a man can type you the most beautiful flipping like letter or whatever online and send it to you and you're going to open it and reply. Because if you don't look a certain type of way, like this or no, you're not going to open it and you would have wasted all that time for what?
No, not all the
You
time.
know,
Not
so
all
I'm
the time.
just
Let me
saying,
give you an example.
keep it real.
Let me give an example. See, yes, we do check profile pics. You see, to see if a man is looking responsible or whatever. But we also check by the content of the message. You see, someone can still look responsible and still come to you on DM and say and just give you the high haze. We normally respond to every messages with the when you give us the high, we give you the haze. Then it's actually up to you to now say something that will actually keep the conversation going. It's not the woman that will actually keep the conversation going. It's up to the man to keep the conversation going, except we are actually interested in you from the get-go. But if you're the one actually interested in us from the get-go, you don't want to keep the conversation going because we actually have other people who are interested. Men DMs can actually be filled with only like four like, I can't say four women, like just little women, but women's DMs can just see a lot of men, lots actually this thing. And when you actually don't respond to when you write hate, write you hi, I don't respond. You later see messages like, "Why are you ignoring me?" or "Why are you ignoring me?" As this you can't just say hi, but you do not actually realize that that your DMs like you have lots of unread messages with the haze, with the highs, with the all these things. So you actually have to give us something that we can respond to because if we start responding to all the whole guys, it will be like what us talking with many guys online, and that doesn't actually rub good on the girl's image. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but on that note, guys, we're about to hit the 2.5 hour mark. Guys, I appreciate everyone that jumped on the stream today. I'm actually like, I don't really like, I haven't been doing my streaming, but I'm gonna be doing a lot more streaming. I'm probably gonna do a stream again tomorrow, so just check out on the Instagram when I what I post that we're gonna be speaking about. Yeah, thanks to everyone that came today. Like, yeah, man. And then tomorrow, Empress, next time you come on, guys, please everyone have their visuals, please have their faces on, because it doesn't make good viewing for the people that want to watch back next time. So just whatever you got to do to get your face on the camera, make sure you sort it out. And then yeah, next time just jump on with all your faces, yeah. And yeah, but I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. So if you wanna, guys, you wanna jump on stream again tomorrow for about 8.
Yeah, no worries.
Check out the Instagram and the rest of it, and you guys will see everything else. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So guys, that was me just doing my thing, man. I'm feeling that was a good stream. I think that was a good stream. Thank you to everyone that passed through today. Like, we spoke about a few things. We spoke about the Jada scenario. That was one thing. We spoke a little bit about the baby mama scenario, and then everyone we just went. Empress took us completely somewhere else. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, if you're feeling that, guys, make sure you like the video, you drop comments when it, obviously, because it's gonna go from live onto YouTube, and of course you subscribe. Feel the need to send a super chat. Hit the cash app. It's there. All donations are appreciated. You know how we out here. We're building it from the ground up. You're loving what I'm doing. I'm loving how you guys are supporting. So we got to do something, right? Hit the super chat. Hit the cash app. Make sure to subscribe. There's got the membership. We've got 3 different tiers. And make sure you go check out all of the content that I've got. I'm putting out content every single day. And we've got episode 5 of the Mandems Voice. And that's a good episode. Yeah? All right, cool. With that being said, yo, we out, baby.